Very fun Treehouse presentation happening today, and I absolutely love those. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reacting to it. Yes, we haven't talked to the Treehouse in a long time. They haven't done one of these in ages, it feels like. So this is usually what they do at like E3, where the Nintendo Treehouse, which is Nintendo's internal North American development branch, what they do is they talk about all the things behind the scenes, right? So today, they're going to be talking about the Splatoon Splatfest that's happening, the early demo that we get for the game. And then we're going to be getting a little bit of a view of this game called Harvestella by Square-Enix. And I remember when I saw the announcement for Harvestella, it actually looked really cool. So yeah, just like overall, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really, really fun. And it's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming. Hey guys. All right, we got some people in the house over here. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Thanks so much for coming out. If you didn't already share the stream, go ahead and do so. If you guys are coming after the fact, take a look at the timestamps or the chapters on the bottom of the screen over here, and you can navigate the video. But anyway, this is going to be starting in like 2 minutes. Usually I start these like super early, but I'm like, it's Splatoon. It's Harvestella. We're going to be all right. It's not like a big party like Pokemon or some Mario Nintendo Direct stuff. So it's going to be pretty interesting. So thanks so much for coming. I see Stinkfly over here came as soon as the notification popped up. That's great. How many of you guys also listen to those notifications? And like, oh, dude, Abdallah's streaming? Like, let's go. Boom. You guys are in. I love that. So keep on telling me how you guys found out about the entire stream here. Other than that, yeah, I'm excited for it. Splatoon 3, like, I got a lot of things going on that Saturday, which is this upcoming Saturday. Pokemon Go Fest, man. Like, Pokemon Go Fest and the Splatoon 3 entire Splatfest is on the same day. So I'm going to do Pokemon Go Fest first, and then I'm going to come and stream the Splatoon Splatfest towards the evening. So it'll be pretty fun. Harvestella, I have no idea. Is it going to be another like 100-hour JRPG from Square-Enix that I don't have time for? Maybe. Or maybe it's going to be super awesome. It's going to blow our minds away. But it's kind of like, yeah. It's kind of like a headliner over here. Like Splatoon 3 headliner. And while you got everyone there, yo, give a little bit of room for Harvestella. Anyway. Okay. Talk to me. Good to see you guys. Hey, what's up? Star-Lord, Brian, Louisa, hey, what's happening? Hey, C-Man, Enzo, Mr. Majin, hey, what's going on? Rihanna, good to see you guys. Shout out to the mods, as usual, for coming out and saying hi. Well, yeah, Splatoon 3. I downloaded the demo. I was messing around with the character customization, and, like, you get, like, a little fish pet that you can customize his hair, and his hair honestly looks better than my character's hair. Weird. But you can't really play anything yet until like the Splatfest opens up, so I'm gonna be really excited for that. Yeah, demo's good. Demo's good. I'm good this morning, Emily. Thank you for asking. This is gonna be starting up any minute now. So again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute my mic. I'll unmute if I have something to say about this, but we're just gonna sit back and watch. I really love hearing from the Treehouse because this is the actual dev team. So anyway, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to smash that like button, share the video. Let's get some more people out here. And then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 1 million, yeah? Let's do it. Have fun.
Everybody, welcome to a very special edition of Nintendo Treehouse Live for Splatoon 3. I am Demetrius, and I'm here joined by Taryn and our own Treehouse Squid Research Labber. Dutch.
Dr. Dutch.
Hey.
I won't not say it. I'm sorry.
Look at him, he's even like, hey. All right, so what do we have for you today? Well, we got some really cool stuff. We wanted to show you today was a little bit of what Splatoon 3 is about, including the actual single-player story. So we're going to start off with a single-player deep dive, and then kind of show you come back and show you some new weapons, stages, and strategies. For those who have never actually heard of Splatoon 3 before, it's a team-based action game, well, multiplayer game, with also single-player story mode, which you're seeing today. So what you're seeing right in front of you, actually, is the world of Alterna.
Ooh, I'm sorry. We were supposed to ooh, weren't we? In unison. Ooh.
Dutch. Sorry, we're silly. We're having a good time here. All right, so I am in control of Agent 3, and I have a weapon that can use ink. So for those who have never seen Splatoon before, for Splatoon 3 and other games in the series, you can actually swim in your own ink and refill and do many other great things with it. It's really, really great. So we call this right here swim form, and this is kit form. And you can use the kit form to ink many different things, which is going to come in very, very handy. What we'll show you soon. One other thing to note is you really don't need experience to play single player. So if you're worried about, hey, this is Splatoon 3, do I have to worry about, playing the other two games? You don't have to. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. This game has a great story, though, and it'll have the same kind of feel between those who have played Splatoon 2 before, or even the Octo expansion, which was the NSO expansion pack you can get right now. All right, so one thing I want to point out for this story is you see right here, this is Fuzzy Ooze. You actually want to be careful.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
You did that on purpose, right?
I did it on purpose.
I was like, whoa.
So Fuzzy Ooze, bad.
Something's going on here.
Yeah.
Something's not right.
So there's a big mystery going on with the Fuzzy Ooze, and we want to kind of like, see what's going on with Alterna and how is this happening? We really want to, really find out. Okay, so with that in mind, there are some other additional things we'll kind of go over as we play through these stages, such as the little hidden secrets, this little guy here called Small Fry, and some other little things. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pass this controller over to Taryn.
To me. Thank you.
And we're going to actually go to a stage called Twirling, Swirling, and Whirling. And just allow us to get that set up. One moment there. Here we go.
And to be clear, you're playing
Dude,
as
I think
Agent
this looks
3,
really
but
cool.
This is not the Agent 3
Like, the first player mode looks really
This is
amazing so far.
new Agent 3, so don't worry. The other one is still around. But this is a new one. Just
Spoilers.
spoilers.
No, there's no spoilers. I'm just
No
teasing.
spoilers.
Okay, so what you'll see right here is Taryn actually has 3 different choices. We're going to have her start with the hero gear to begin with.
Yeah, so you have recommendations too. You can see it says try this. So again, we're going to do this mostly because I love Small Fry and I want to show you Small Fry very badly. And you can see other information on the screen, like on the top right, it shows you how many tries you have. So I have just 3. That should be fine. I'm new to Splatoon, but I should be able to handle it. I've got Small Fry.
You got this, Taryn.
Speaking of which, too, like I said before, this is a great entry point as well, story mode in particular. So this is perfect for you.
Yeah. So if I didn't want to jump into multiplayer right away, I can do story mode first, and it's a great place to practice, or just play with Small Fry. I also like that. So I'm showing off here what you can do with it. You can throw it. Don't feel bad. It can handle itself. And then you can call it back with the this way, which is a function that you have in multiplayer as well, right, Dutch?
Yeah.
All right, so you got 3 attempts on the board. And here you want to kind of, like it says, to navigate to the rotating area. Oh, look at that perfect throw.
Nice.
You sound so surprised, and I'm a little
Dude,
offended.
throwing Small Fry at an enemy? That sounds
Okay, but
real
look at
cool.
this trick. Look at this. Look, wait.
Exposed.
Wait. Hey, that was a trick that I learned just for you guys.
I didn't even know what that's actually really cool.
That's the pacifist approach right there.
Well, just allow themselves to destroy themselves. So you saw that I threw Small Fry in the beginning. I'm going to throw it again, but for a different purpose this time, because this is an armored enemy, and I'm scared of it, and it can definitely splat me. So I'm using Small Fry to distract it, and then I turn around and splat it from behind, also like a rat. I just let stuff fall off the edges, get splatted and distracted. That's how I play, I guess.
One thing you'll note, too, is that Taryn is swimming in her own ink. If there's enemy ink, which is purple, it's not too good for you.
Oh my gosh! We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. I have 3 tries.
You're good.
I'm playing with motion controls right now. You can turn that off or just change the sensitivity. But there is an advantage to using them, so by all means, play however you prefer to play.
Yeah, once I got the hang of motion controls, I can't go back. I love them.
Can't go back.
Agreed. Same for me. It took a little bit, but I really like them.
So you see that Small Fry actually does damage as well, so you can use it to distract, and then like with the first enemy, you just throw it right in their face. and they will take care. Well, it will take care of business.
That person right up there has got
I got
your
strats. I got strats for you guys today.
Are you going to shoot from the...
I have learned that you can shoot from here and take out some of these little extras.
Oh, look at you go. That is awesome.
Okay, well, I was hoping to get a sniper, but I got a little too greedy. So now we're going to have to deal with both snipers. So what I picked up was a Trizuka. You get canned specials. You'll learn a little bit more about specials in the next segment. But you get them that way in story mode, and usually they're like perfectly situated for whatever you have to do. So exactly that. Like if you're looking at octo snipers in the face and they're just ready to splat you, that Trizuka was perfect for countering it.
And it's actually the same specials that you'd find in the multiplayer mode as well. So it's a good chance to kind of get familiar with them and maybe practice a little bit.
Yes. Get them. I heard the word practice and I nod and agree. Practicing is good. I could use more of it, but it's super fun. Like, even if you get splatted or fall off spontaneously for literally no apparent reason, it's still a good time. And I love that about Splatoon. It just keeps this like tone of like chaos and fun and like doing it your own way. And like I'm all about that. Even if I fall off the edge. Okay, so I'm at the end. I've also been known to fall off. No!
I'm sorry.
I think it's because I said it.
Yeah, you manifested it.
I manifested it. I'm not going to jump for that now. I'm afraid.
One more time. You got this.
Take our time.
What I think is good too is that the items up there respawn in.
Yes.
What you're going to be picking up is some armor, which helps.
Oh yes, thank you for mentioning that, Demetrius. Yeah, you pick up armor.
Yep.
Ouch.
Good example of the armor.
Thank you. Yeah, if I didn't have that armor, I'd probably be in trouble. Please no. Please no.
You got this. You got this. Just stay there for a second. Let yourself recharge. You got it.
Yeah, so there's like a whole stealth mode. Like, and you do this in multiplayer too. If you move super fast, people can see you under the ink. And if you move slower, they can't see you. So just like in story mode, if you get good at being sneaky, your chances of success increase significantly.
That was very sneaky, I must say.
That was great.
Okay, guys.
YouTube being YouTube. Great. Good job. Way to not fall in the water again there. All right, let's see. Let me refresh and see what's going on. Anyway, what are you guys thinking of the one-player mode? It looks pretty good. It looks like the same thing as before. Oh, wow. Great. Page is unresponsive. Yeah, that's not good. So... one-player mode looks good, despite having someone working at Treehouse who's not an expert at playing at the game presenting it. Oh, yikes, man. Help me out here. Help me. Let me come over there. Oh my gosh, man. All right, well, let's see what's going on here. Let me see if I can make a new tab. Anyway, I get to chat with you guys. Hello. Hi. Splatoon 3, yeah? Oh, what's up, Reversal? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's it going? We're going through some issues here with
these single player.
Okay. Let's run that back. What do we got here?
Probably not amazing.
Your skills are probably not amazing. What did you say?
I've got another ready. Ready?
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Mission complete.
And we're done with that mission. We did it. It only took 2 unnecessary
First time
falls.
clear bonus, 3 minutes, 13 seconds. That looked great.
Well, that's right. And there's a timing mechanic. I'll hand this back to you, Demetrius. So there's a bunch of replayability with these missions. You can choose different weapons like we showed you earlier. So you can challenge yourself with maybe weapons that aren't so well suited. And then you can also time yourself. So I'm sure my time for that one was probably not amazing. So I could go back in and like play it over and over again and try to get a better time and just get better.
Lots of great replayability for sure. Okay, my turn.
All right, Demetrius,
All
you
right,
have to
so now-
fall at least twice. You're gonna make me
I
look
hope
bad.
not. This stage is a little...
See, like, Demetrius is good. This guy plays games. I've played with him before.
He's
a good guy.
Yes.
Find maybe hidden objects here or there. They give you kind of clues into the world that we're in.
So the
and events.
Splatana, like, I want to use this weapon, like, so
And
bad.
they provide a lot of background and lore. The lore is really cool, and this whole series has really cool lore. All right, so I am doing Stamp 'em Out. I am going to be using one of the new weapons, the Splatana Stamper with Curling Bomb.
See it,
The
Demetrius.
Splatana Stamper or Splatana class of weapons are brand new. They have like a swipe when I just use the attack button, and if you hold down the button, you can charge up as a charge slash. Now, the Stamper itself, outside of having that really cool sound, it's more the heavier style of Splatana class. So you're gonna see like the amount of ink I'm flinging from like the ink blade is gonna be a bit more. So really great. One thing to note is you kind of have like long range, right? And then you have the short range. If I'm up close and I hit someone with this, it's gonna be pretty much a guaranteed splat.
No, I've never noticed it, but did you see Small Fry was in the corner just like looking at you with these big eyes? Like, why aren't you taking me with you?
Oh, I missed that. Aww.
It's just a little sad. It's all right.
Also note that when I'm picking up our power eggs, and these can be used to unlock certain things.
But you'll need them to progress in story mode.
Yep. Oh, see, this is a perfect example. This guy has a shield, which is going to be hard, but if I charge it up,
Yes.
Oh, nice.
How satisfying was that on a scale of 1 to 10?
great. 10. 10 out of 10. Oh, gotcha.
That one was surprised. You didn't give that one a fair chance to fight back, I don't think.
I love how I can just use this to like hit 2 people at once. It's so cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what people are going to do with this one in multiplayer because it's kind of a combination. You know, you have that longer range, a little bit weaker one, and then you have the kind of one-hit splat charge one that you can do from short range.
Yeah, I think people are gonna have a lot of fun. I mean, all weapons have different styles and stuff, but this one for me, I really like the.
You gonna play this with us?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh no, the squeegee.
Oh, no.
You can't be mad at it though. Look, it's so cute.
I was trying to be a little fancy there. I'm just gonna go across this time. Come on. There we go.
Well done. All right, remember, you have to fall off at least twice.
No, I don't wanna.
That's the deal. There it is.
This next part right here is a little tough because there's this guy on top, and I have to kind of knock all these down without him getting to me.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Oh, you just
I think I got the guy behind him too.
feel like you've already mastered the Splatana, and we should all be
No, you're
very
looking
afraid.
deadly with this one.
This is a really fun weapon. I gotta be careful with this guy. There we go. Okay.
And now your favorite part.
Oh, is this it?
This is the part. For those who
The
are
test.
wondering why they're teasing me, it's because this part
Oh my
is
gosh.
quite the battle. Kind of let them come
Oh
to
my
me.
gosh.
Where are you?
Yes. Well, there's like 3 of them, right?
Ooh, they're right there.
So these are octolings. They're a different type of enemy that function like a little bit more like a player might, you could say. And so, of course, they're a little bit more difficult, but not difficult for Demetrius. All right.
I hope the camera was. I mean, I had such gamer face right there.
You did. Well, you were supposed to get splatted at least. It's just gonna be me.
Not gonna happen. No, I made it.
Yeah, that Splatana looks real good.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to try
Thank you.
that.
That
Demetrius,
was
I
pretty
told you he was going to dominate that one. Like, he's
right.
good.
You are not stressed. Don't even.
You're up,
You're too
Dutch.
good at that.
All right.
Yeah, let me pass this over to Dutch.
We saved the hardest one for Dutch. He's in the lab coat,
right.
so he's obligated.
This is the fun part. So the next one that we have coming up is called One Way Ride Through Target Town. And we're going to have Dutch use the tri-stringer. It's going to
Yeah,
be
let's do it.
fun.
Yeah, he has other options, which you'll see, and those are a little bit easier. But no, we don't let Dutch do the easy ones.
Yeah, I'm both excited and nervous to try this one out. This is a brand new weapon class in Splatoon 3, and let's just take a look at it here. So you can see it's kind of like a bow, basically. And so the way it works is if I tap the attack button, then you can see it shoots 3 little projectiles like that. If I hold it down and charge it up, you can see they stick to whatever surface they hit, and you get kind of a secondary little explosion that'll do a little bit of damage. And then if I charge it up even more, then you get kind of a tight grouping that goes a little bit farther, and you still get that, that second little pop.
It's hard to survive if you get hit with all three right directly.
Yeah.
Imagine.
It's really good.
There's a vertical shot too, is there not?
Yeah,
Sort of
exactly.
like
So
your
one
roller.
More, yeah, it's kind of like a roller where, for those of you who've played Splatoon games before, so if I jump and shoot, then I get a vertical shot. So if I charge that up as well, you can see the shots line up vertically.
This feels like a skilled player's weapon.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
thinking
intimidated.
it's kind of like it's got good range, it's got good coverage, it's got good damage. I think it'll be really interesting to see what people do with this one as well.
Yeah, this is another really fun weapon to use for sure.
All right, let's see it, Dutch.
Can
No
you tell
more,
I'm
no more
putting this off a little
delays.
bit? All right.
One thing to note as Dutch goes through too, for people watching at home, you actually don't have to finish all the stages to get through story mode, but there are a lot of fun things to play.
Yeah, this one's challenging, but that's a good thing. And you don't have to do it if you don't
Yeah,
want
this
to.
is a really fun, challenging one.
All right, so I just broke those targets, and that activated the ride rail down here. And the thing about the ride rail is it's, like the title says, it's a one-way ticket. So I'm going to be riding this thing. There's no turning back. And if I don't break all the targets on a given section, then I'm going to run out of track.
No
I'm going to fall
pressure.
in. So let's do it.
At least 2 falls, remember.
Well, he's got a lot of opportunity here, but we're giving Dutch 3 chances.
What do
You
you
get
get? That's
3
5 up there.
tries.
Nah,
So
but we're
literally
giving
2
you
falls.
3. You're wearing that coat for a reason, Dutch.
I have faith in Dr. Dutch.
One thing to note too, and I apologize if Dutch didn't put this out, but as you turn into swim form, you do actually recharge your ink. Just a note. This music's so good.
It is good. Well, and the visuals are so nice. Like, this stage in particular is so chaotic that, like, you don't really get a chance to, like... Oh, no, you got it! Oh, my God! Oh, it's so good, though.
Got the hard
I'm
part.
sorry. Oh.
It's as I was talking. I'm sorry. I
He
distracted
had it
you.
too. That was an amazing shot.
It was.
All right.
But the visuals are so nice. Like, if you get a chance to look up, it's like an inverted cityscape.
I would, but I'm busy
I
right
know. I'm so sorry. I'm not asking you to.
Continue with your research. All right.
All right, here's a good spot. Look up at that.
Yeah, that looks.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. It's okay, Dutch.
That explosion, we're all like, you can hear us getting quiet because there's nervous.
Stress is
Okay.
real.
All right, he's got this.
Right there, I'm going to use that kind of secondary
There you go.
explosion.
There we go.
Nice.
Get those.
You have to be
Make life a
careful
little
jumping
easier.
between the rails too.
Yeah.
Yes, we've learned that.
All right,
See if I can get this one.
perfect.
There we go.
One thing you're seeing Dutch do right now is he's actually aiming for those power eggs because it's kind of a good hint or a tip of where you want to shoot with this weapon. Like right in the middle.
Makes us got that explosive effect.
Things are
Oh
looking
my
good right
gosh,
now.
Dutch.
You got this. This
got this
next
big
upcoming
tower
part, yeah, this upcoming part right here is pretty difficult. As you can see, there's a lot. So Dutch is going to want to try to slow it down and
I'm just going
take out as
for a shot.
many.
Oh,
he got it. He got it.
did
He got it.
it. Oh my gosh, she's going to do it.
Well
No pressure,
done,
no
Dutch.
pressure. Everything is fine.
Okay, don't forget to go through. There you go.
Yeah, I've definitely hit those grates before. Like, landed a perfect shot and then just get bopped off because of a grate. It doesn't feel
This
good.
one's a little tricky too because you can see it on different sides. You have to charge pretty fast.
Oh my
Well done,
gosh.
Dutch.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to do it in 2 tries, ladies and gentlemen.
No!
Oh, you got it. No.
Did you get it?
I didn't get it.
No. Okay, but
All
that
right,
was 2
all right.
falls, so now
This is
you
the
can
one.
get it, Dutch.
All right.
You got
I
this.
have clearance.
That looks kind of hard.
Permission.
Yeah, it looks kind of hard. He's
That
doing
was
some like horizontal
just
shots
awesome.
instead of like
Really bad.
jumping
You
and
got it.
vertically doing it. Weird.
I've seen Dutch do this several times successfully, so
Yeah, he's got it.
even if he doesn't do it this time, know that he can, and it's
This is the one
extremely
that counts.
impressive.
This is the one.
This is the one.
It's fun though. Now I want to be like, all right, is it my turn? Let me try.
Dude, I know. I haven't been able to beat it yet. Did you
a
beat
fun
it with a
job.
tri-stringer yet?
I have.
You
took,
did it?
Took some times though, but it was fun though trying it out. All right, you got it. Cool. Okay, so now we got these again. All right. I think it's those 2 right there make me the most nervous.
I had to
Yeah.
mess up on those too.
Yeah, because you kind of have to lead your shot, right? You have to kind of think in advance, all right, I'm going to shoot, and then they'll explode, and then I'll be okay.
I love these stages though for getting a feel for. Oh,
You got it.
No.
Just jump off. Let's have you try one more time. Just jump off one more time. Like very start. Can you jump off? There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do one more. Let's try
You're
one more
giving him
time.
a fourth?
I am.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a good friend like that. I got your back, Dutch.
I'd be like, give me that
That was
controller. Let
fun.
me do it, guy.
Well, then we just have. You have to.
Funny.
do-
Then the people are gonna have to see it for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The
You got
tension
this.
is palpable.
You got this.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
let-
can... Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Doug.
Oh, I was just gonna say I love these single player missions to kind of get a feel for each weapon, kind of see how they behave, get some ideas for how you might use it in multiplayer.
And this isn't the only rail grinding mission, but it's one of the more challenging ones. So don't worry.
It's a difficult one, but also know that by the time you get to this, you'll have a solid grasp. Oh, okay.
I love those rings every time. It feels like a reward getting to jump through them. It looks so delicious. I get hungry.
Okay, we got it. All right. See, looking good. Looking good.
Looking good.
And jinx it. I think I jinxed it last time.
No, not at all.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
get these with the charge shot. I'm not gonna mess around here.
Oh, that's it.
No!
Wait, no, it didn't count. Oh, I could have
Gonna mess around,
Fortunate.
gonna mess around.
I guess the arrow missed at the
All right,
bottom.
well, I think that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
We'll just have to let people try this one on their own at home.
Thanks for trying that, though, Dutch. That was awesome. That was great.
Thank you for taking it for us.
Okay.
Learn to do a vertical charge
That for
jump,
us is
man.
gonna be it for
Vertical.
for this part. Just note that we actually will be coming back with some, kind of a strategy segment on what you can do in the game itself. So stick around. We'll be right back. And as always, though, thanks for watching.
All right, that looked really cool. Commercial break. All right, what did we think of that? Easy, yeah? You get okay, how many attempts do you think you would take in order to beat that like grind rail bow and arrow challenge? I think maybe 2 tries for me. I'm done. He was using the horizontal spreads on vertical targets, dude. No. Come on, you're a squid researcher. You got the lab coat on, man. I'm sorry, I have high expectations for the only doctor in the room. Demetrius would have done that easy peasy. Anyway, it's all good. Doesn't even matter to me. Yeah, so Splatoon 3. I am so excited, man. Why does Splatoon 3 have to be at the exact same time as Pokemon Go Fest, man? Yeah, I'm gonna be at PAX. Those of you guys that are gonna be at PAX as well. What am I doing? Invitational? I don't understand what's happening.
This summer's Splatoon 2 Inkopolis Showdown will head to Seattle and compete in North America's first ever Splatoon 3.
That'll be super cool. I don't know if I won't be participating, but I'll be in the crowd watching. That sounds like fun.
Follow the official Nintendo versus Twitter account for updates.
Get it. Yeah, that'll be pretty fun. I'm excited. The single player, like, honestly, dude, like, okay, I don't know if this is unpopular opinion, but I'm really just focused on this one player mode. Like, I don't care about multiplayer. Like, that's been done. It's the exact same thing as it has been for the last, like, 10 years. Anyway, let's watch these guys.
3. They want to do that. All right, and I'm here with Taryn
Hello.
and our very own Treehouse Squid Lab researcher, Dutch.
Mr. Dutch.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we actually wanted to show off some of our multiplayer stuff. Now, before we start, I just wanted to do a little bit of a housekeeping to just let everybody know that this is a special build that we're playing on. We're actually not going to get right into multiplayer, but we did want to show you some elements to focus on that because there's a lot of really great stuff. And again, just to let everybody know, this game's coming out on September 9th, so just a little thing to keep in mind. All right, now, So, Splatoon 3, let's see what we got first. I think we're going to show off a Splash-o-Matic. So, Dutch,
Yeah, let's
what
see.
is a Splash-o-Matic?
So the Splash-o-Matic is in the shooter class of weapons, which is kind of like the bread and butter of the Splatoon series. It's like your well-rounded, versatile weapon. You can see it's just got your classic rapid fire. It's got decent range. You're pretty much going to be able to do it all with this weapon. And we should also mention that weapons come in sets in Splatoon. So you can kind of see in the upper right-hand corner, I have a sub-weapon as well. In this case, that's the burst bombs. It looks like this. And throw that against the wall there. So you can see it just kind of explodes on impact.
Which is great. It's probably my favorite sub.
It's really useful.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like the autos because they just find, I guess we'll see that soon. No spoilers, but they find your enemy so you don't have to.
And the most exciting thing about this set for me is the crab tank. We can see that's my special weapon in that upper right-hand corner is kind of shimmering there. So that means it's ready to go. So let's take a look. Here it is.
This looks so good.
It's so dangerous.
Love that one. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and clean up
So
here
just the
so I can get that again. Because the crab tank actually has two different attacks. So that was the first one that's kind of like a rapid fire machine gun that really has very good range as well. And then there's another attack. It's kind of like this big shell that has an area of effect here.
Great area effect. I really like using that one a lot. One thing to note, too, to point out for those watching at home is we're actually in the new multiplayer lobby. This is the test range side of things. So if you're wondering, like, whoa, what is this? This is a brand new feature to Splatoon 3. It's really, really cool. It allows you to, well, test your weapons in the range.
Yeah, it's actually fun, and it is a big change from Splatoon 2, where now the lobby is like a physical space where you can be practicing while you're waiting for a match, or I think we saw in the Direct that you'll see kind of holographic ghosts of your friends in the lobby if they're online. So it's kind of a cool new hub for the multiplayer battles. Let's take a look around, kind of see this space here.
It looks so good.
Actually, we haven't showed off the Squid Surge and Roll, which is something we might want to do.
Yeah. And that is a fun new addition to Splatoon 3 as well. And to show that off, let's see. So the squid roll, typically, you know, if you're going in one direction, you get kind of you have to slow down and kind of stop your momentum to get going in the other direction. But with this new mechanic here, you can turn on the dime and go in the opposite direction. So imagine maybe somebody's throwing a bomb in front of you. You can change direction really quickly, and it actually gives you a few frames of protection while you're doing that move.
All right, let's see this in action.
All right, yeah. So here's another here's another toy that we've got in the lobby over here, which is the copy machine. So I'm going to go ahead and wake it up here. It's kind of vaguely threatening. So the copy machine here does it copies what I'm doing. So if I shoot, it shoots. It throws bombs when I throw bombs. And it tries to deflect blame on its teammates. If I try to deflect blame on my teammates, it does everything that I do.
Dutch, when have you ever had to deflect blame?
That's fun.
I've had some tough matches. All right, so I'm going to try to show off this new squid roll move that gives you that couple frames of protection here. So if I'm rolling wrong, I see a bomb.
There you go.
Oh, well done. That is
Normally, that would be
not
enough to
easy.
splat me right there.
Got it in one.
But you kind of hear that little shimmery kind of sound that lets you know that you kind of got it out of it. Let me try one more.
All right. So then what? Since look at you show off now.
I know.
So maybe we should move on to the next topic here.
Actually,
you didn't show off Squid Surge.
Yeah, Squid Surge. So that's another new mechanic for Splatoon 3, and that's going to help you get up walls. So if I get onto this wall and I charge it up, it's going to shoot me up and give me a little boost up there so I can kind of get the drop on people. So that's useful if maybe you've got somebody camping out up here. You can come up here, do a little Squid Surge, and come down on them from above.
You're so accurate.
Yeah,
I always
you
miss
need
that.
it.
I tried practicing that a couple of times. I really love the move.
And that's the worst when you're set up the move perfectly, and then you get to the up to the top there, and you're like, oh, missed it.
That's just going to be
fun
so much
things
more
to work
deadly.
Anyway, okay, well, let's check out a different weapon, yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
let's
let's
hop
check
in.
out the next one, which I believe is one of your favorites.
It is, yeah. I have spent a lot of time with the carbon roller here. And actually, while we're here, I just want to show off one more kind of quality of life improvement here. You can sort the weapons by class, and you've got that up here, which is nice.
So good. I love that they added that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up here so we get some new territory here. So this is the carbon roller. This is a weapon in the roller class. And the way this class works is you've got an ink roller here. And if you press the attack button, it does kind of a horizontal splash like that. It's pretty short range, but it's pretty powerful as well. And if you hold it down, then you can run around with it on the ground and
Mow people over.
That's great.
And this particular one, with most roller weapons, that's going to be a one-hit splat if you've got it rolling around on the ground. But this one trades a little bit of power for greater mobility, which I love because for me, my play style is really like getting up in people's faces, smashing them, and
Look at him go.
Smashing people's faces. That's just game
Speaking of
style.
mobility too, this one actually comes with the Zipcaster, which
That's
is really
true. Yeah. And one more point on the roller class. So you also have this. If you jump and attack, then you do kind of a vertical fling that gives you a little bit more range. But it's a narrower spread of ink, so you gotta have to be a little more accurate with it. But yeah, so let's check out the Zipcaster here, which is a brand new special for Splatoon 3. And I'm really excited about this one as somebody who spends a lot of time with a roller, which is short range and, kind of get pinned down by people with longer range weapons a lot. So let's imagine maybe up on that tower there's somebody with a long range weapon kind of pinning me down back here. What the Zipcaster is going to do is going to let me zip around, cling to walls, and it's going to let me come up right on this person right there.
Oh, so good.
And you do have to be careful when you use it, though, because you might have seen there's a little marker, and when it ends, it sends you back to the place you started. So if you don't take care of business with it, and people see where you're going to land, they're going to come right there and be waiting for you.
Spot you.
Yeah, you'll land and be like, oh, that was not what I was expecting.
And the sub-weapon for this one as well, which you can see here, is another one coming back from Splatoon 2 is the Auto Bomb. And that one, you can kind of see the little ring shoots out when it lands, and that's going to detect the nearest enemy, walk over to it, and explode.
It's so awful. I mean, in the best possible way. If you're the one throwing it, it's just brilliant.
All right, so let's show this off in our first stage we wanted to display. Wow,
Yeah, let's
we
take
did
a
that.
look.
So let's go ahead and cut away to that, and then we're going to go to our first stage that we wanted to show.
And we've got the Splatoon 3 Splatfest World Premiere coming up this weekend. So we wanted to take a look at some of the stages that will be in the rotation.
And if you've never heard of Splatfest before, it's a mode where you play Turf War and Tricolor Turf War. But first, you actually get to vote on 3 different choices, depending if, in this case, you want to be rock, paper, or scissors. I think I'm going to go for scissors. No, wait, I'm paper.
No, I'm scissors. We've
we always
had this discussion already.
I got rock. That's all I know. I'm rock.
That's
It happens every time. I'm scissors.
No, but I'm going to be scissors.
What? We're going to be on the same team. I guess that
That's
could be
great.
fun, too. That can be fun. I'd rather not get splatted by you. I splat with you, so I guess
That's actually a
all
really good point, too. I'm glad you brought that up, Taryn, too. It's just for those who don't know at home. You definitely want to vote for the same thing if you won't be on the same team.
Yes.
Just a little pro
Good
tip.
point.
All right, so here
Hi.
we are in Scorch Gorge. So take it away, Dutch.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I'm really looking forward to this weekend because this is kind of eerie right here. It's like there's nobody here. This is deserted. I'm excited to see some people get in here and play around. So this is kind of keeping in the theme with Splatoon 3, which is chaos, right? So we've got this kind of gritty, rusted out, worn down, rugged terrain here. And couple of jellyfish up there taking
casual
selfies, I guess.
jellies. Just
Yeah,
on
so
the
it's
rocks.
Kind of a canyon.
That feels like a desert.
Kind of, yeah.
Either way.
Either
And then
way.
I'll go ahead and open up the turf map here so
Deserty
you can see the
canyon.
layout of the stage. And so I'm thinking that for this particular stage, it's all going to be about this middle tower here, because that controls the access to each side. So that's the only way you're going to get into the other team's base. So let's come up here.
Yeah, I feel
Which
most
is
people are
Dutch's
gonna-
favorite thing. Sorry.
It's all about, I think, defending this middle and keeping it controlled.
Right. So if you want to get into the other base, you're going to have to come up here and go along this catwalk, which leaves you kind of exposed from below. If you go into squid form, you see you drop right through it.
Yes. So there we go. Yeah.
And then once you're over here, then you can get back this way and cause trouble.
But now that you have the zip caster, though.
Yeah. So for, I think the zip caster is going to be great for maybe taking control of that middle area. So you can see, you know, imagine somebody's controlling that and dominating you from the center post there. So what are we going to do? Let's get the zip caster here and fly right over here. Come up this way. Woo, bam.
It attaches to surfaces that you wouldn't normally be able to ink, correct? Did we already
Correct.
mention that?
That's a great
It's
point,
so
yeah.
powerful.
It's really, really great. It's all about kind of moving in a triangle momentum. Momentum. What was that word? called?
Triangle movement.
And that
With
combination
momentum.
of the
There
good
we go.
range and being able to stick to every surface really lets you kind of zip around the stage and get behind enemy lines.
Imagine being unpleasantly surprised by thinking you're safe in one area,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
some Dutch comes winging in with his carbon roller and zip caster.
And of course, there are many other special weapons that you'll get using, you know, depending on the weapons that you have. But
Yeah.
the
Well,
zip
let's
caster
hop
is
back
really
and
nice.
take a look at a couple other sets here. So
Yeah,
let's
so
look at
cut back to
Scorch
it.
Gorge, which is going to be in the rotation this weekend. And let's hop back in.
Okay. So time to show off something a little different.
Yeah, so you're taking a look at a shooter class weapon, the Splash-o-Matic. That was the first one we saw. And we saw the carbon roller in the roller class. Let's take another look at
Splat charge.
the Splat charger.
Demetrius's favorite, right? Just kidding.
I really like this weapon. I think it's great fun. I'm just not the best at it.
So this is your classic long-range kind of sniper-style weapon. You can see the range on this one compared to the other ones.
That charge up is so satisfying.
Yeah, and that sound that it makes. So this is what it sounds like normally if you're missing, but
If you're missing, I feel targeted by that comment.
It's cool though. I always appreciate seeing someone on my team using this weapon, and I'm always just in awe.
and when you get a good charger on your team, it's like a relief because this is really for like the crafty, skilled, patient, backline style player.
People
who wants
who
to
can
like
hang out in the back and just take people down, help defend.
What's the sub and special for this
Yeah,
one?
so the sub for this one is the Splat Bomb, which kind of this pyramid-shaped one. You throw it out, and after it settles on the ground for like a second, it'll explode. And then, let's go back to the copy machine, and I can show off the special here. So this is another special that's brand new for Splatoon 3.
This is so good. This is probably
Copy
my
machine.
personal favorite.
Over the crab tank?
The crab
Really?
tank is great, but this is so good. I think it's going to catch a lot of people off guard with
That's
the
true.
amount of ink you can use if you use it correctly.
All right, so this is the ink vac, and what it's going to do is basically suck up any ink that's being fired at me, and then I can shoot it back, and it'll create a big explosion. So this is sucking up all the ink that the copy machine is shooting. I'm going to launch it back that way.
Boom!
You can see the range on that too.
It's so good.
Like I shot that from like back here. It goes all the way, basically all the way across the test range here. Let's try that one more
I
time.
was like, maybe we should show that without powering it up, just to kind of give people an idea of what it's like. Yeah, it looks good. There we go. And did we explain, just in case somebody knows, what Dutch is doing right now is he's actually inking the ground, so he's building up his special meter that you see on the top right-hand screen.
Exactly.
So just for those who are new or wondering, why is he doing that?
You're just randomly firing on the ground.
You
Name
can
of the
see
game is
as long as
ink the
I'm
most.
standing, as long as I'm standing in front, I'm sucking up all that ink. If I'm not, I'm not getting damaged by it. It's kind of absorbing it. But if you keep getting hit after it's full, that will take you out. So you have to be dicey in timing it. So
Don't let the copy machine splat you. I'm not sure.
if he was gonna do it.
I was looking a little bit dicey there for a second.
another thing that's back from Splatoon 2 is storing your charge, and then you can swim in the ink for a couple seconds before popping back out and releasing that entire charge shot.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that. So yeah, you're charging it and then you swim, and then you can release. Okay, yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we show off and go to the second stage we wanted to show, which is Eeltail Alley. So why don't we
do it.
cut away from this, and we'll show that off.
Wait, so Dutch, what team were you then? Since
Oh,
we're
yeah.
both Team Scissors.
I'm Team Rock.
Oh, you are still
Yeah,
Team
don't
Rock.
overthink it.
All right, team paper it is.
I feel like you two were fighting over paper initially, and so now you've just completely changed sides, Demetrius.
I mean, I'm a fan of big man. So.
That's fair, yes. No, it's not really a choice of scissors, it's big man.
And that's probably why I can't help it.
I don't blame you.
Okay, so we're going into Eeltail Alley, and this is a different type of stage. You know, we just saw kind of that rugged desert that Dutch was pointing out, but this is more of like a cityscape feel to it.
Yeah, right off the bat, it's definitely a different feel. Let's take a look around here.
Actually, one thing we should point out too, we haven't mentioned yet, was you just spawning right there, and that was one of the new features as well.
Exactly, yeah. So you spawn actually from the air, and you can choose your landing spot as opposed to always spawning in the same spot. That really makes it a little more dynamic. You know, maybe you're getting pinned down in your base, but you can actually choose where to land so that you can kind of, you know, approach your opponents from a different angle.
It's one of the 3 new techniques, with the other one being Squid Surge and Squid Roll.
And Squid Spawn. I'm seeing a pattern with these names, perhaps. I don't want to be too
names.
obvious about it, but
Let's take a look at the turf map here. We see this is Eeltail Alley, and it really does look like an alley. You know, it's kind of long and narrow,
and like an eel.
like an eel.
Oh.
Why am I getting hungry?
What? Sushi later?
Yeah, it sounds good.
So if I'm playing a charger on this map, I think it's going to be all about this catwalk up here. I think this is where I'm going to be living. And that's because I can get, you know, the high ground, kind of control this area down here as the other team comes up the middle. Maybe if I want to get really aggressive, I might come all the way up to this front area and be looking down here, clear out the pigeons.
Oh, Dutch, why? Every time, Dutch.
Poor pigeon.
Pigeon never did anything to you.
Yeah, this spot right here gives me access. You know, I got a clear shot
Look at you.
at all these areas where the other team might come out.
I think there will be a lot of fighting below too as well, and I
Exactly.
feel like the ink vac will be really great because you'll be able to kind of push the line, push the advance of your team using that special.
Exactly, yeah. You drop down here, soak up all the ink that everybody's shooting at you. It takes a while to charge when there's no ink.
I was gonna say, hopefully, and the
Just a little
the explosion's
while.
a bit smaller too.
This is why I'm so excited for this weekend, though, because, you know, like, we've been messing around with this game a little bit, but I'm really excited to get in there with other people and, you know, try out all my moves.
Just
that
play
look,
nicely
that look
with
really
them,
sweet
Dutch.
when there's nobody against me. But
If you see the name Dutch on the opposing team, be afraid. Or amazed or impressed. All of the above are the correct responses.
All right, so you got a chance to see the Splat Charger and Eeltail Alley. Let's go ahead and move back to the lobby because we have one more thing to show. So we're going to cut to that. Give us one
Only the
sec.
best thing to show.
I can't wait. I think this is going to be, it's just such a cool feature. And what we're talking about is we're going to actually show you 1 second the lockers. And lockers are just something I think a lot of people are wanting, you know, this customization option of showing off, you know, your own unique style, which the Splatoon series has always had. So just being able to, you know, expand on that, I think is wonderful.
exactly. And this is, you know, it's all connected to this physical space in the lobby here. So
Dutch,
this is
quit
the lobby.
delaying. We want lockers now.
All right, so
Although
here's
we
my
know what's
locker,
going to happen to
I know.
which I have
Maybe he'll be
prepared.
good this time.
maybe. So with these are your personal lockers, and what you can do is you can actually add your weapons and even some items that you get from Hot Atlantis. That's one of the new stores in this game. It's really cool. On top of that, oh, here Dutch goes.
Here it is again.
Just organizing.
We
a little
can't
bit.
I
ever
never
go
wanna
without
see
it.
your closet at home.
Remember how perfect this was when we first showed it?
It was in perfect harmony, which is also
The name.
Personnel. That is. Wow. Now you can put the cups upside down.
Yes.
or-
The dust gets in it and stuff, so I don't.
I mean,
Also, one thing to note is you have stickers. You can actually even change the color of your locker. There's a lot of stuff to add, which is going to be really, really, really cool. One other thing too to point out. Oh, look! What are you doing?
Dutch. Dutch. And you can see other people's lockers. So if you see one that looks something like this in your travels,
Hate mail this way.
it might be Dutch's.
Oh man! All right, so there's one other thing too we want to quickly show is the splash tags, which is another really cool feature that is also new to the game. All right, put that mess away.
You've done enough.
So on the left-hand side of the screen, as you'll see, it says Splat Landing Youth Player 1. This is actually the Splat tags where you would have your name and you can have different banners, badges, and titles. You obviously wouldn't just be Player 1. We just use
I
that
mean,
here
you could
for
be
reference.
if you want.
If you want to.
That's you.
Yeah.
You are You are number one, player one.
You know, you're not wrong. But there's a lot of cool stuff. And one thing to note, too, is with the lockers and even the splash tags, that there will be some season catalogs that come. So expect to have new items to be able to put into your locker, new splash tag stuff, and even some new weapons. So really cool stuff, or additional weapons, I should say. So really, really cool stuff coming as well. All right, so with that, we took a look at the lockers and the splash tag. I have one more thing I wanted to show, and I got it down here, so just give me a moment to pick it up because I don't want to drop it.
Hey.
And that is the special edition Splatoon 3 Nintendo Switch OLED. Super cool. It's actually out in stores August 26th, so about now you could go check it out. But we just want to show that off, and let me actually take this out. It's right here. And show you what the actual system looks like too outside of its dock. It's got this super, super cool design here. I'm gonna move a little back and forth so you can see that cool little design shimmering across.
Yeah.
And then one more thing I have here. I'll pick this one up. This is the Splatoon 3 Pro Controller as well. Now this one comes out September 9th, so it's out on launch day, but we just wanted to show you how cool that looks with the two different colors and the cool design on it.
It's so good.
Looks awesome.
I'm going to end up buying one, and I won't regret it at all.
Oh, these are super cool. Okay, so with that being said, that is it for Splatoon 3 today. One more time, just to remind everybody at home that Splatoon 3 Splatfest World Premiere is going to be out on the eShops now. But don't go anywhere. We got some Harvestella up next. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Okay, that was good. Yeah, that was everything I wanted and more. Everything I wanted and more. What did we think? I like the one-player segment. I thought the one-player segment was cool. Them stumbling around with the weapons. Yeah, that's all right. It's great. It shows some of the new specials, which I'm pretty excited for. I mean, we're all going to jump into this on Saturday. It's going to be great. And then, of course, I'm going to be doing full Let's Plays of the entire thing. I really liked in the one-player mode that they give you an option of which weapons to use. And if I remember correctly, in the Octo expansion, they did that exact same thing. So you can go through and not just beat the level with the try this weapon, but you can beat the level with all three of them and potentially get more than 100% on your save file. So that's one of the things that I essentially want to do too, is like I want to go through level 1-1 with the try this weapon and then work into the next weapon and the next weapon before moving on. So you get this like true 100%. I think that's going to be super fun. So like I can't wait. Splatoon online matches, yeah, it's going to be okay. It's the same thing that we've done for the past two iterations, so I'm not that excited for it. Yeah. So I guess I'm going to have to find out which team I'm going to be on, rock, paper, or scissors. What are you guys on? Like, talk to me. Team rock, team paper, team scissors? I have no idea. Like, honestly, my gut instinct would be team rock. because I think that rock can easily like rip through paper if you think about the strongest. But anyway, let's look at Harvestella and give them our attention. Wow, I love her hair. Cool. All right, hi. It's me.
And Amber, and we're going to be taking a look at Harvestella. Andrew, what have we got for people today?
Yep, so today we're going to be taking a look at Chapter 2 of Harvestella, coming to Nintendo Switch as a Nintendo Switch console exclusive on November 4th. And before we jump into Chapter 2, we're actually going to show a quick video highlighting some of the story elements from Chapter 1 to get us on our way. Let's take a look at that. So here we see our main character is waking up. We actually find out that they have amnesia, and I'm not sure where they are. So they're welcomed by one of the residents of the town who kind of explains the situation to them. And then we're introduced to a sea light for the first time. And all of a sudden, the people in the town are gathering because, oh no, a giant crystal element is falling towards the Earth.
Oh no.
The planet.
It's pretty dangerous.
Oh, and it crashed.
Oh boy.
So what do we do when there's a crashed crystal? We investigate it.
Of course.
And then while we're investigating it, we actually find someone that we bring back to our home, the mysterious person, and start talking about where they could be from, and then eventually they run off. Which leads us to the person who greeted us with our amnesia are actually showing us the importance of harvesting and farming and how that actually plays into the story, which we'll talk a little bit more as we're going through Chapter 2. And
it was very
show
kind
us,
of them to give you a farm so you could have some goals to work toward as you try to remember who you are.
right?
Yeah.
So then we're introduced to the canyon, which is just north of our home, and we meet Dianthus. After speaking with Dianthus, we find out that we actually have kind of similar goals, and they join our party. So we'll be able to play alongside Dianthus in Chapter 2.
Great, that brings us up to speed.
Yeah.
So we're going to actually jump into some gameplay.
Yeah, and I'm here. I just started in my house. I just woke up and I'm about to go farm some crops that I planted the previous day. So let's go check those out and see how they're doing.
Your farm is so
Oh,
cute, Amber.
Thank you so much. So I planted some of these dress lettuce and it looks like they're ready to harvest. So I'm gonna pick all of these. Let's go, yeah.
So yummy.
Oh, there we go. And then I also have some carob seeds, so I'm gonna plant some more seeds too, so they're gonna be ready for the next day. Once I harvest all of these crops once I've planted all these, I'm gonna water them.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love that you
Can
can
we,
Oh my
walk
gosh.
and
can we
water.
take a look at this though? Like, look at how cute this watering wand is.
Oh,
that you're
it's
using.
so cute and very convenient.
Very high
Fast.
fantasy.
Very fast too. Yeah. Very efficient. I'm loving it.
I also
got-
love the name of the crops. They had carrots.
I had
and
some
cucumbers.
carrots, yep, and I have some stellar wheat seeds over here as well. All these crops take a little bit of different time. I believe my carrots will only take 1 day, so I should be able to pick them tomorrow and put them in this chest here, or my shipping box, and at the end of the day, I'll actually make money from the things that I put in this chest. So great perks of farming, but
It's also important to note that obviously making money off of your
Yeah.
crops is important because it allows you to purchase things in the shops and the stores, but you can also use some of the vegetables that you harvest and the fruit to cook.
Exactly. And so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go back up to the canyon up here and go explore a little bit more with Dianthus, try to find my friend, but I can also go and defeat monsters to get seeds. So this is gonna help me more with my farming, making sure that I'm still making lots of money too, so I can live this fantastic farming lifestyle that I need.
Yeah, so as Amber said, our main goal right now is to go deeper into the canyon and find our friend who we're looking for with Dianthus. But as you'll see on the screen, time is a very important part of this game. And so when you start in the morning, it's about 6 a.m. And every day you have your main goals to go forward to. But it's a really good idea to start by harvesting your crops, planting things, so that at the end of the day you can go back and see it, and then continue to level up and get money as you progress through the game.
Yeah, it's running into some baddies already. All right, took
Got
them
some-
down with some Dianthus. Yeah, we did it.
It's important to keep an eye too on your health and stamina, which you can see in the bottom left side
Oh,
of the
yeah.
screen. The little yellow bar on the bottom is your stamina bar, and as you perform actions like farming and
Or even
attacking
running.
or even running,
Yeah.
that uses up some of your stamina. Now you have next to that also you have your little stomach meter, and we mentioned earlier cooking. You can make meals for yourself to restore health and stamina and to fill up that stomach meter. And as long as you have food in your stomach, your stamina will regenerate automatically.
And as Amber continues through this area, we're seeing that the map on the top right actually finds the new areas. So everything starts off as black, but then as you explore, you see more and more.
Hey guys, I found this really beautiful waterfall, and it's pretty refreshing. I think we should take a break.
Sure.
We've already been
Sounds great.
adventuring. We farmed a lot this morning. Let's take a little bit of a break.
Live your best life.
I know, right? Oh, and my health and stamina have been replenished.
That's great, but it
There's a
did
lo-
take some time.
It did
It
take
did.
some time, but I think it's smart to make sure that we're taking a break every now and then. All right, I'm gonna go up this hill area up here.
Can we just appreciate
Oh.
how pretty this place is too?
It's gorgeous, but
Look at that.
I also found a broken ladder up here.
Can you fix that?
Let's go try to find something.
Not from
to
down
fix
here.
it. Not from down there. I want to get up there. There was also another broken ladder over here that I found previously when I found Dianthus, and so I'm hoping to find that one as well so we can repair it. Maybe have some fun shortcuts throughout this canyon. Oh, here we go.
Can we talk about Dianthus for a second? I love the hair. Her hair is
And-
so long.
And the shoes.
The shoes, though, yeah. She's just fabulous.
Very fabulous. So we found this broken ladder. Dianthus is actually going to help me repair this ladder. So when you are repairing things, it's actually going to also take time outside of your day to repair any of these things. So making sure that you have enough time to repair them, but also get back to your house is really important. So let's see, repairing this ladder is going to take an hour.
It's early. in the
bad.
day.
It's still early. We still
Yeah.
have time. We still have time.
You do have to keep an eye on the clock, though, because if you're out
Yes.
too late and you run out of stamina, you'll actually collapse and be sent back home.
Exactly. Oh, here's another shiny. What's this?
What is it?
What's... A mushroom. All right.
Can you trust the mushroom that's on the ground?
I'm going to eat it.
It smells pleasant, though.
It smells pleasant.
Okay,
yeah, just
good,
brush
fine.
it off.
Sure.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
It's like
Oh, it's
vitamins
bitter.
and stuff.
Oh, no.
Oh no! You don't
Oh
trust food on
gosh,
the
my
ground,
stamina.
Amber.
No.
My stamina. Okay, well, good thing
Your
I have a
stamina's in pretty bad
sandwich
shape.
from my friend Cress who can help me. I'm gonna eat the sandwich. It's gonna help replenish my health.
Actually
me-
healed the anthus, too.
Oh yes, exactly. So it's a good
Commence.
sandwich.
That was a good
There.
sandwich.
You can see that Dianthus is doing more of those long-range attacks.
Yeah,
Probably because of the high
magic.
heels, you know, but it's great.
Let's see what we got all around here.
I think you can also see as Amber runs around that she's picking things up off the side of the road. Not
Yes.
just an inedible mushroom, but things like crafting materials and other ingredients that you can use in cooking or things that you can sell along with your crops to make money.
Yeah, I think she just found some seeds, actually.
I did
And
find
sometimes some seeds, yeah.
Oh, there's so many guys here. Let's get them.
Use some of your skills, Amber.
I did. I just used one where I was spinning around. But let's see if I can. Ooh. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Ha
Good
ha. Awesome. Oh, I
Oh,
got
you got
uni onion seeds. Some copper ore. Awesome. I'm getting lots of good stuff.
You are making out like a bandit.
Oh, yeah.
What's also helpful is the top right map has that orange arrow that also points you in the main objective. So it will help us find our friend that we're looking for.
Exactly.
There are a lot of interesting and important things marked on the map. You can see once you find them, the gathering points, where you can
Gathering.
come back later and continue to find materials out in the wild.
Oh, look at that hit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Great work.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making this look easy.
Oh,
Let the battle commence.
yeah. Get him, Dianthus. Nice.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
good job.
Nice.
I love the
Help me.
scenery. And I know you talked about it
Scenery's
earlier,
gorgeous.
but right now it's spring, and the seasons play a really important part of the story. So what we're seeing now, as we go into summer, fall, winter, and the quietest into the season of death, that will also change what we're seeing in the colors and everything as well.
Got some hard stone. Just trying to gather as many resources as possible. I don't know what I want to make sure I can get everything.
Oh, something
Oh,
shiny. Yeah?
shiny!
Oh,
Yes, shiny!
Oh no, we've lost her.
We can't eat this though, so it's good, right?
Okay, I'm gonna reach into the bush and get this. What is this?
This is like the most obvious bait you've ever seen.
Ooh!
Come on.
Oh no, monster!
Oh, all right. I got him though.
Okay.
Got this, Amber.
All right, let's see. Bah! There we go.
Wow. Yeah.
Got him.
No problem.
Got him.
That poor goblin
All
just
right.
wanted to protect its shiny.
There's my shiny. All right, let's get these guys, these baddies. All right.
All clear.
It
The
is.
treasure chest up there.
Oh, I know. Look at all this. More lumber too. I'm getting so many goodies. I can't wait to go back home and plant all of these. Oh, and here's this
Oh, and there's the second bridge we're looking.
ladder.
Ladder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is gonna consume 1 hour. Okay. We're
But
getting.
the important thing about these ladders is, obviously, as you can see, these dungeon areas are quite large, and it does take more than one day to get through them. So
Yeah.
being able to build shortcuts with the ladders like this helps you progress farther in the dungeon without wasting as much time
And I
on the
think-
areas you've already explored.
And I think I just saw on the map that we were getting kind of close to the next section of the canyon. So maybe since it's getting late, it might be a good idea to head back.
Yeah, and I noticed that there was a fishing spot here earlier, so I think I might stop and just fish for just a little bit. Just a
I
little
suppose
bit.
we have time.
We have time, but and look at how peaceful it is, and we can sit here and listen to the music for a little bit too.
Reflect on the adventures from the day.
Exactly.
I hope there are fish.
Count all of our bounties again. I hope there are fish. It
As
does
you
take
can
just a
see, it
little
does
bit.
take
Just
time.
time.
Just some
Fishing
time.
can be quite time consuming, but you do get some good stuff from it. Again, things that you can ship for money, or sometimes things you can use in recipes to make different types of meals for yourself and your friends.
Exactly, exactly. Oh, come on, fishy, fishy, please.
I don't think they're biting today.
I don't
Amber. Might be too
know.
late
Maybe
for
we're being
them.
a little bit too noisy. and we're
Maybe I
scaring them
was
away.
being a little too noisy.
Let's give it another couple seconds and maybe head back. if
Maybe.
We can't find
Oh,
it.
there
you
it
go.
is. Awesome. Okay. Ooh,
Wow.
look at that salmon. Nice.
I love the art.
The art in this
Yeah.
game is
Really-
so good. All of the
Yeah.
fish look really cool, and the meals and the character art.
And also, this thing that I'm using right now is a return bell. It's something that I can craft and return immediately to my farm. So if I'm further out in the canyon than I want to be and I need to return home quick, it's a great item to use to get back to your home really quickly. But I'm gonna go back outside of my farm and just try to get a few more crops in here.
Right, you did pick up some seeds, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I picked up a lot of seeds.
And depending on what you plant, it might be ready tomorrow when you wake up.
Oh yeah, so my carob seeds I think only take 1 day, so those will be ready for me tomorrow, and then I can make some more money. But I think we got some uni onion seeds. We got a couple different things, so I'd like to plant those just to make sure that we have a good variety of stuff. So let's
Here they are.
let's plant these uni onion seeds. I'm gonna plant them right in the middle. Why not?
Chaos.
Chaos. And then we're gonna surround them with some duress lettuce, because you know what? Why not? And then we're gonna bring out our handy dandy watering tool.
I love this watering tool. It's
I
so
know, I
cool.
can't get over it. It's so good.
I'm just admiring how nice the music is now that it's nighttime. It's so peaceful.
And look how beautiful our farm is.
Just the aesthetic of this game.
Oh,
is
so
gorgeous.
pretty,
Every
so
aspect
gorgeous.
of it.
Well, let me just dump all this stuff into the shipping box. We got that crystal, and it looks like it's going to earn me a lot of money when shipped. So let's send that out. Maybe some of these berries. And,
The fur.
oh yeah, let's
Yeah.
ship that fur. All right. And
good.
then open up our storage box and let's store some of this stuff because I don't think I'll need it for a while.
Yeah,
Just
plenty of rocks and onions and things.
Yeah, just store some stuff. All right, just get out of my inventory. All right. And now it's getting close to nighttime.
You have time to craft another bell, though, which is probably a good idea.
That's a smart idea. Just to
Considering
make
you
sure I
need to-
have them. Yeah.
Because I know how late you like to be exploring. You get yourself in
How
trouble
late I like to be
sometimes.
up fishing. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what really happens.
And it is good to note also that when you're crafting at home, it also takes time.
Just a little bit of time. Yeah.
Well,
so-
depending on what you make, too.
yeah, could take longer too. Awesome. Yay, my
Yep.
return bell.
So pretty.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Amber, it's almost 9 o'clock.
it's almost 9 o'clock.
Bedtime.
Time for bed. All right. Well, let's just take our time.
Your house is really cute.
I
too.
know. Here, I'm just gonna do a quick pan.
Ugh.
Look how cute and homey this little
charming.
house is. I'm so glad that they let us stay here.
Yeah.
Gave us this farm.
They're just
so
like,
we can
here, this
grow some
house
stuff."
is just here.
Yes.
Take it.
Yeah.
Oh, and you leveled
I
up.
leveled
did
up.
level up. So running around and beating all those baddies helped. So got some physical attack, magic, all the good stuff. And then here's our shipments too, so we get to see how
Wow.
much money I made too.
So much money.
Wow, look at all that. Look at all that.
You know
do
what?
with all that?
This calls for a shopping
Yes,
trip.
so we can go into town after I harvest and, of course, water some of my plants.
Gotta get those morning chores.
and my
done.
morning chores, exactly. But then I'll go back into I'll go into the village, and then we can go look around there and maybe go on a shopping spree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Let's do it.
As long as we just go back and make sure we find our friend in the canyon.
That's the most important
Yep.
thing.
But first, shopping.
But first, shopping.
Well, and you can find a bunch of interesting things at the shop. You know,
Oh, yeah.
obviously things for your farm, more seeds, but they also have some equipment that you can use for adventuring as well. So,
Yeah. Oh, yay! My carob seeds are all ready. Awesome. Look
Oh,
at
your
all of
wheat
these.
is ready back there too.
Those are so cute. They look like little bunnies.
But they do
The
look
wheat.
like little bunnies.
They look tasty.
Oh, and looks like my wheat is also ready as well. Oh, wow. I have so much stuff.
The carrots are great too because they grow quickly. They sell for
quite a
decent
decent amount. Yeah.
But they also give you a little bit of health and a little bit of, they fill your food meter a little bit if you're eating them as a snack while you're out on the road. Got a lot of uses. They're ingredients in a couple different recipes.
I think I have some more wheat seeds, so let's replant these just to make sure that I still have some stuff growing. Got to maintain this farm.
The nice thing, I think that the stores in town open at 8 a.m.
Yeah, so
We
I
have a
have
little bit of
enough time
time.
in the morning to get my chores done. All right. I think we have some time to grow some more. Yeah, let's grow some more dress lettuce. There we go. And it's so calming and peaceful.
Yeah, the music on the farm is just really great.
Nice and relaxing.
So peaceful. You almost forget the imminent danger you're in.
Exactly. Oh, all right. So let's drop these off in our shipping box, and then we're gonna go run to the village. I'm gonna sprint there.
Don't use too much
Using up
stamina.
all
Don't
the
need it.
stamina.
Oh, good thing I got some sandwiches, so I think I'll be fine.
That is definitely a play style.
Yeah, eat everything, sprint everywhere.
So this is the village of Lethe,
Yes.
and I love it. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty. It has a sea light in the background. You can see right there, pink.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because the first time we're introduced to this village, there's no one here, and I won't explain why. You know, you have to play to find out. But it's really nice to see it lively with all the different residents from the town.
Yeah, and there's also a couple of fishing spots
Amber.
in
My
town. But this is our general store, so let's go in here and see what we can do for our shopping spree.
Other places in town, that there are a smithy where you can upgrade your weapons, and there's a place where you can get upgrades for your house and your farm too. so-
Exactly. And here's, so we got a fireproof ring and a defense ring.
Wow.
Oh,
I have
both.
enough.
Big
I'm gonna
spender.
buy. I'm gonna
Big
buy them
spender.
both.
Wow.
Well, you did make a lot of money
did
overnight.
make a lot.
So.
Did you see this backpack over here? 10,000. I am
Hey.
rolling in it.
That's-
Hey, if
Yeah.
it's a good backpack, it's worth it.
It's worth it. And look, our friend Cress is here too. Looks like she's buying some stuff as well. But yeah, Kay, as you said too, there's a couple other shops too, even the doctor that you can go visit in the town. So there's a lot of other things too for you to go do. But I really want to make sure my friend's okay.
Yeah,
But before
you don't want to
we
waste too much
do-
time.
Yeah, before we do that, let's equip this ring.
So you already have one ring equipped.
Yeah, I already have
Magic.
one ring equipped that's a simple magic swordsman ring, but I'm gonna equip this defense ring. I think that'll help me while I'm fighting some of these baddies.
And off to go find your friend.
Yes! Come on, Dianthus, let's go.
And as you can see, as she travels on the map, the time actually moves a bit quicker while you're on the world map. So you have to be very careful and don't be like me and get all turned around and waste half a day just trying to find where you're going next. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Be smart. Make good choices.
Okay, it's already 10:30. Let's rush in here and try to find our friend.
So you should be able to use those ladders that you repaired yesterday, right?
Exactly.
right.
That's what I'll be looking for. So the first one that we repaired
Oh, sweet
right
shortcut.
here.
Beautiful. That's very, very good handiwork.
Very convenient, right? Very convenient.
Very sturdy ladder that you
Ooh,
made.
these guys are back.
Baddies.
They don't learn.
You are almost out of stamina, dear.
Oh, I was running too much.
Do you have any more of those sandwiches left?
I do have a lot of sandwiches.
There you
Oh,
go.
there we go. Hold on, I'm gonna eat one more.
Now you can. Well,
Oh,
Well,
look at
and your
that.
stomach
Look at
is
my
full
stomach's
now.
more full.
that's true. That's true. Your stamina would have regenerated, but it will continue to regenerate longer now.
Yeah, so once I have when your stomach is full, it'll help replenish some of that a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Come on, Dianthus, help
Thanks
me out
for the
here.
assist back there, Danthus.
Yeah, nice job.
That's teamwork.
Yeah.
End of battle. All clear.
Thank you, thank you. She's so good.
Get some more fur and
What a
some more
great
seeds.
ally. Yeah, more copper ore. Oh my gosh, look at all these baddies.
God, I love the music in here too.
Music is so beautiful, and it changes whether you're at your home or in the village or in the middle of battle. It's all just so different and really cool.
Come on, Dianthus. There we go. We got him. And here is our other ladder that we
You went the
built.
long way though.
I did end up going the long way. I
wanted to gather all
I
that
wanted
stuff.
to fight some more guys.
Battle commence.
Well, thank
Warm
goodness you
up
had
a
two
little bit.
sandwiches.
I
You have stamina
am
for
thankful
it.
I had 2 sandwiches to do some little fighting over here.
End of battle.
Ooh, and look at all these things. Berries
Oh,
and meat.
cool berry.
That's a cool berry.
Better than an uncool berry.
Uh-oh, feeling something unusual ahead. Let's go. I hope we can find our friend.
Ooh, the music.
Isn't it beautiful?
I
What's
love
that?
That structure, I know. So Dianthus and I are going to be wandering around, and we noticed some of these structures that
It seemed a little bit out of place.
out of
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and they shouldn't exist here. But
It's all a big
What?
mystery.
a big
Who is
mystery.
this?
But another mystery.
Another
here.
Speaking of mystery.
Speaking of, so we also run into this magnificent unicorn.
Oh my goodness.
He is looking for a princess.
Also looking very fly.
Oh, he looks very fly.
I want his hair.
Oh, and he calls us an impertinent buffoon.
Wow.
You know, just
Friendly.
a very friendly guy.
No.
Yeah.
Rude.
Talking about some princess.
Yes. So he's this corned creature. He's looking for a princess. We're also looking for someone, but he thinks we're hiding the princess from him.
Or perhaps hunting the princess.
Or maybe trying to find her, but we're not hiding her. But there's no
idea.
convincing him
Yeah.
that we are not hiding his princess. And we're also searching for a girl. He just doesn't want to listen to us at all.
A giant unicorn horn is
I
affecting
know.
his hearing.
Yeah, he wants to know. He's not going to take any of this. So witness
Witness
me.
me.
So
Looks like
he
we
wants
have
to
battle
fight
him.
me.
Oh no. Well, good luck.
Thank you. I've never fought a unicorn before. Come on, Dianthus, let's go.
Just gotta get you
And
with
good thing
that
I
horn.
ate those sandwiches earlier, so my stamina's all good.
Your health is kind of shaky, but
Oh, I think I'll be fine. I got it. I got this.
oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Check Dianthus.
Dianthus, you got this.
Oh no.
Oh, watch out for that ring.
Watch out, watch out.
Okay. All right. You're hanging in there.
I want
Gotta
my,
wait for those
I want
skills
my,
to charge back up.
I know, I want my power.
Use your skills. You're almost there though.
Okay.
Really close.
Where are you? Oh no.
Oh no. Your skill's ready.
All right, let's
Get
go.
him.
Oh,
he knocked you away.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, there you go. There
I was trying to do the
That was a
finishing move
close
on him,
one.
but that was a little close for comfort.
Closer than I thought it would be.
Don't worry, he lost all of his health, right?
Yeah, we beat him. And he's impressed.
Famous last words. Witness me.
And look at this beautiful guy.
Oh no.
Oh
And he
no, I spoke
replenishes
too
his
soon.
health.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, you still have sandwiches left, right?
I know. I have a
Maybe?
few sandwiches. Yeah, so I'm trembling in his presence. So he still wants to know where his princess is, but I think if we take some more time to explain to him exactly what's going on, who we are looking for, that he will, hopefully he'll understand.
Maybe you can clear up this misunderstanding.
Let's see.
He doesn't seem prone to listen.
No. And also, the princess and our friend have different names. So I think that's number one for us to.
Obviously, you're different people.
They're not the same person.
Yeah.
But let's see if he'll come with us. I think he'd be a good party member. You know, I'd like some healing.
I think he's a little bit too stingy for that, but
Oh, maybe.
he might be able to help us out in other ways. Or maybe he'll just, be annoying.
just look pretty.
Be rude.
Be helpful somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
Maybe.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Awesome.
Nice. So let's
Well,
go
now we
deeper
got
into the
Unicorn
canyon.
with us. Yay. Yeah,
Right,
let's go
let's keep
deeper. Let's go
looking.
try to find our friend.
It's only 1 o'clock, so
I
you've
know.
got lots of
We
time.
have lots of time.
The music is so beautiful.
Oh, it's so pretty. Ooh, so this right here, this is a monolight. These are actually save points and teleport points for you. So when you go and activate these, one, obviously you can save your progress here, which is great, but also you can teleport to different points of the map, but then you could also go back to your farm. So it's another great place to move and get back home when you need to if it's getting too late. So
Well, and it's another great way to progress farther into a dungeon
exactly.
when you have to go home and sleep.
There's
for the night.
another fishing spot right there. So many
Yeah, I was
spots
gonna
to go
s-
fish.
I was going to say, I'm surprised, Amber, that you don't use those to
I
find
know.
your favorite fishing spots.
You are exhibiting great restraint, and I'm very proud.
I'm trying for you guys. Oh,
What's
guys,
this?
a bridge. I'm sure Dianthus can help us fix this.
Good old Dianthus.
Yeah. What's wrong this time?
She doesn't have to be happy about it, all right?
I know. Just a little hope, please. Just a little.
But props to her for fixing that in those heels.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's making you do it.
That's true, I guess.
Don't be
Still,
so quick to
still.
give her credit.
But now we got a repair kit, but we also got a repair kit recipe, which I'm looking forward to go make more of these
Yeah.
kits and then see what else I can go repair.
It's probably a good idea to have kits ready before you go on adventures.
Exactly, so you
case.
don't get stuck.
2 or 3,
Yeah, but this one, like the ladder previously, will take an hour to repair. So we're at 2:30 p.m. That's fine. We have plenty of time still. And let's see if we can find our friend.
What is that?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
want to
different
fight it though.
Different from the other enemies we saw.
That monster. All right.
You're ready. You're
I
jumping right in
am
there.
ready. I'm ready to jump in. Let's go. So this monster, Dianthus is letting me know, has a thicker hide, and so our melee attacks aren't going to be as useful against it. And we need to use magic.
If only we could use magic.
If only I
somehow,
could
Amber.
use magic.
Unicorn thinks that you can do it.
Yeah, so our unicorn friend is going to try to teach us here. Grumble, grumble.
Grumble.
Please.
My magic?
Please, Mr. Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Please. Grumble, grumble. Oh, come on, please. All right, very well. Professor Unicorn.
Professor Unicorn's class is about to begin. You'd better listen up.
Let's go. Yeah.
Fancy.
Wow.
Now you try. Go ahead,
Like
Amber.
that, just
Yep.
like that.
Your turn.
How am I supposed to do that? You can't tell by watching. He's so funny. I love his dialogue.
One mustn't balk at the first hurdle, Amber.
I can do this.
So you're closing your eyes now to see if that helps.
And it does.
My magic. Oh, I can now. The mage
the
job.
mage lab
I got the
class.
mage class, and now I can use magic.
I am really excited about this. Mage job class is one of my favorites.
All right. Well, let's see what we can do against that baddie then. All right. I want to use my magic. Yes, we can. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Yeah, let's keep moving to this. But before I get going and fighting him, I do need to select this job really quick. You can normally do this on a monolith, or you can only do this on a monolith. But just for tutorial purposes, it's allowing me to change the mage class right now. All right, so we're changing to the mage. Look at how
I love
cute we
your
look.
outfit change too.
I know, so good.
Oh my goodness. That was
Oh.
extremely
Nice.
effective.
Nice shot.
Extremely.
Wow.
Heck yeah. We're so strong, guys. Check that out.
Gosh. Oh, I love it. Magic.
So I know we have to go further into the canyon to find our friend, but it's almost 3 o'clock, so maybe we should call it a day for now.
Yeah, I think so too, because I also got more stuff to go plant, water,
Yeah.
everything.
Gotta get those
and,
carrots.
And you got to spend some time fishing, let's be real.
Let's be
I mean,
real.
I didn't want to say it, but. And with that, I'm actually going to use my return bell here to go back home. Awesome.
Safe and sound back home.
Safe and sound, exactly.
Great. So we'll actually stop there for today, but before we end, we actually have a special video from Shiina, who's the composer of Harvestella. So let's take a look at that.
ハーベストラの作曲を担当した椎名剛です。よろしくお願いします。戦闘曲楽しかったですね。割と結構ノリノリでやっていいよって言われたのですごく楽しく作れました。この世界観となんかもしかしたら外れちゃうんじゃないかっていうぐらいちょっと少しロック寄りに寄せたりとかもしたので、いいバランサーにはなったのかなと思ってます。この作品で一番苦労したのは割と実は街とか部屋の中の曲とかで何度聴いても飽きないっていうオーダーが結構それかなり無理ゲーだなとか思って、細かくフックを散りばめることであまり疲れないようにしました。はい、皆さんこの作品は長く遊べるゲームですのでプレイしてみてください。音楽も頑張ったのでぜひそこも楽しんでみてください。よろしくお願いします。
All right, so that's all the time we have today to show you Harvestella. We hope you enjoyed what we had to show. The game is available for pre-order now on Nintendo eShop, and it will release on November 4th. I hope you're all looking forward to it as much as we are. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Oh, help me with that. Oh my gosh, help me. Wow. Did you guys watch through all that? You guys still here? Holy moly, man. Oof. Big oof, dude. Alright, I'm... Oh my gosh, help me. I was biting my tongue that entire Harvestella presentation. Yo, dude. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. Square-Enix music, the game looks great. I just, candid feedback, constructive criticism here. Dude, that was a very, very hard presentation to watch. I'm not meaning any disrespect with those casters, but that was more along the lines of, let's play the game. 90% let's play the game and 10% let's explain what's going on here. You don't do that, dude. 90% of us out here have never heard of this game. So you need to make sure that you're explaining absolutely everything about the game, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yo, dude, okay, so you take a look at Splatoon 3. You had 3 people doing it, right? Dimitri's was like the main caster, keeping everyone on track and explaining little basics, even though you've played Splatoon 3 for years. But there's still new people for it, right? And he kept on reeling in his co-casters to really, like, elaborate. Like, hey, Dutch, tell him a little bit about why that happens. Hey, Taryn, or whatever her name is, explain a little bit more about what that's all about in case people don't know about it. Like, he's the one, like, the glue that's keeping the entire presentation together, and that's exactly what you need to do to appeal to audiences. Dude, you had 15,000 people on Nintendo's live stream watching this presentation. This is your first impression of Harvestella, and you're literally putting people to sleep because you don't know what the heck you're talking about and you're just playing the game, right? And the sheer amount, okay, like, constructive criticism, the sheer amount of laughing in the game, like the nervous laughter to fill in time, to fill in space, was absolutely unacceptable. Sorry. You don't do that. Ha 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 ha. Like, after every little sentence you nervously laugh. Is the game a comedy? I'm sorry, the game didn't look like a comedy to me. Why are you laughing nervously every other time? Don't do that. Harvestella, oh my gosh, help me. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the morning, but after such a great presentation of Splatoon 3, they come out here and then they're doing this stuff. Like, I only mean this in the greatest intentions possible. But, dude, like, they start off saying, hey, like, here's the game. Let's just jump into it. We're in Chapter 2. We don't have to explain much. Like, you have a half an hour to explain this game. Give us the launch trailer again. And give us what is the point of this game. Like, I don't understand. You're not telling us what the main story arc is. Okay, you mentioned that there was, like, a meteor that showed up. What's the big deal? You had amnesia, then what? Who are these people in the town? Why do I care about them? What's the point of this game? Like, give me an overview of what this game is about so that I can say, okay, well, I like Square-Enix games. I like Harvest Moon games. So maybe this game is going to be for me, right? Like, they didn't explain anything like that. They gave us a little cutscene over here, and then we're just like, all right, well, here's like a super summarized version of it with didn't even explain anything to me. And then, okay, now let's go into farming. Yay. Like, what is this game? I don't understand. So you're going to farming, and they're just not really explaining, like, half of the things over here. They're paraphrasing things, and yet they're acting like they've never played it before, which was really bad acting. Like, don't do that if you're going to showcase a game. Like, if you're going to say, like, oh, I know what's going to happen, then explain what's going to happen. Not say, oh, well, here's something that's going to happen over here. I wonder what's going to Like, no, don't do that. So the game looks okay. Like, it's very Harvest Moon-y. But, like, they didn't really explain a lot of things. Like, okay, at the beginning over here, oh, yeah, I'm collecting all these different plants. Like, for what? Right? Like, they didn't go ahead and explain that until, like, halfway through the presentation. Like, who cares about this? Like, I'm out here trying to find out, I guess, who I am because I have amnesia, and then there's a meteor that happened. Why are we just now going into harvesting? Like, there is no, like, transition about that. I don't get it. Right? Like, as someone who's never seen this game before, you're not explaining it to me. So how are you selling this game? Oh, it's gross, man. All right, and here we go. And now we can water our plants. Like, why? Like, I get it. Cool, you can harvest and you can do all this stuff like Animal Crossing. Great. You arguably can do it better than Animal Crossing. Awesome, cool. But, like, for what, though? Player doesn't even realize that there's a button on the bottom of the screen over here that says move all. Yo, dude, you press the Y button to move all. Why are you going to scroll through 20 different wheats? I even saw that. Like, it's hard, dude. Yo, when you're out here and you're tasked with this is your first instance of showing Harvestella to hundreds of thousands of people. Yo, you need to know this game in and out, right? You need to know absolutely everything. What is this? You didn't even teach me anything about the hot bar, right? Like, girls just playing. Like, I get it. You know how to play the game. You've been playing this game for weeks already. You need to explain this to me. What is this? What is this? What is this? Okay, say, hey, if you press the ZR button over here, you can scroll through this, this, and this. Okay, what about the other side? right? She didn't once mention this. Like, okay, so is that the Y button? Is that the D-pad? Like, what is that? And how do you go into it? What's the deal? She didn't once describe what exactly is your HP, stamina, and stomach meter. They just keep on referring to it as in, oh, you're gonna run out of stamina. You better watch out. Oh, don't eat too many burgers. Like, for what? Explain that to me so I understand. Explain the concept of running maybe makes your stamina go lower. What happens when you're out of stamina? What happens when you're at an empty stomach? Like, what's the point of those things? Show me this overworld map, right? Like, explain these things. Not like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the canyon. We're gonna keep on playing. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's just, I wanted this to be good. Like, the game's fine. I'm just like, I'm trying to give this constructive criticism on how to do a great presentation. And you look at Splatoon 3, and that was decent, right? You had an intro person who's not really good at the game playing it, falling off twice. Couldn't get over the fact that she fell off twice and kept on bringing that up, which was kind of annoying. But who cares? You're a beginner, right? You're not as good as Demetrius, who's been playing every single instance of Splatoon, right? You're not as good as a Squid Researcher. Drop it. This over here, when we go into combat, we're like, okay, well, what's the deal? I thought this was a farming sim. They're like, all right, well, now I'm going to go beat up some baddies. / ha ha ha. Like, this is fun. Yay. You're not explaining the combat system at all. What is the deal? What's with your attack stat? What is with your magic? What is with the ZR specials, these arts that you have, right? Like, how does this work? Can you lock onto a certain enemy? Like, can you choose what Dianthus is going to do? Or whatever his name is, or her name. I don't know what the heck that is. Can you choose these things? What's a cool berry? What are these things that you're getting from it? They're glazing over the whole combat system of the game. They're not teaching me jack about it. All right, here we go. Stellar wheat seeds. Great, they showed us. You see a waterfall. Okay, so instead of saying, hey, I'm thinking I'm going to go over here and look at the waterfall. No, tell me, hey, whenever you're running low on health or stamina, you can come over to one of these break spots and you can go over here and take a quick fade to black and recover everything. Move on, right? Oh, and there we go. And no, like, dude, that's not how you present something. I'm sorry, I'm being hypercritical. I did not want to see this in the morning and have to see such a hard showing of this game that, like, people are going to say, oh, gross. Like, I don't want to listen to these three. Like, dude was fine. Dude was trying to, like, explain a couple things while girl was, like, just playing the game and, like, laughing every other sentence. Like, I don't get it. Tell me more about the combat system, right? Tell me about your weapons. Tell me about, like, all this stuff. The game looks like a 50-50 split between harvesting and battling. So give me that. Tell me what this is so I can want to buy the game, dude. Okay, so right over here, explain this. So they never really explain the concept of, well, what happens if it goes after 9 p.m., right? I want to see that in the game so I know the consequence, right? Take Pikmin, for example. Dude, you have the entire day to go do your harvesting and collecting all the things with the Pikmin. At 9 o'clock, guess what? Anyone that's not in your area are going to get chomped by the little bulborbs, and you're going to lose everything. They didn't tell me what was going to happen at 9 o'clock, or they didn't show me that. Like, so the concept of time is like, not a big deal, whatever, I'm just going to go. I need to see the consequence. So I know that, okay, well, I really need to take a very, very good attention to what time it is and how much time I'm allocating towards building bridges and, like, walking around over here. They didn't explain that to me. Like, I need that to be explained. Eating the mushroom over here. Tell me this concept, right? Like, give me the more concept of, oh, you're going to come across different, like, pathways of different items. So you may or may want to be careful about whether or not you choose these things. You might get some new items. You might get some new abilities. But then on the other side, you might get a decrease in stamina, right? Again, they're really not showing, hey, I'm just going to eat this thing and go. She didn't explain the hotbar that popped up. How do you do that? Like, what's the deal with it? How do you populate what's in your hotbar? Like, didn't explain anything like that. She's like, all right, I'm going to go beat up these baddies and picking up this. What's fur, right? You got fur times 1. What are you doing with that? Like, you need to know these things. You say, okay, well, I just beat this baddie over here and it drops some fur, and fur's a really, really good crafting material that you can use in order to make X, Y, and Z. And so a little bit later on, maybe I might want to spend some time farming these guys so I get a lot more fur, right? Like, so those kinds of things is like, that's what I wanted to hear. This is just like, here's a monolith fragment times 1. I don't know what that is. Like, why are you beating these guys up? Like, you're not telling me, okay, you're just going through the game. You're just playing it. It's like someone that Literally just picked up the game and knows how to do it, but doesn't know how to explain stuff. But like no one was covering that, right? Like dude on the side was trying to cover, like trying to explain little concepts, but nothing, man. Like I want to know more about this game. I have more questions than I have more answers, and that's not how a first impression presentation should be, like at all. So what did you pick up over here? You found a Canelu doll? Didn't explain what that is. Like, oh, cool. You're making out like a bandit. You're finding all these items. Like, no. Explain what the items are. Tell me what a hardstone is. What's a Candela doll? Tell me about how this map comes over here and you're going to populate the map. It's a mystery at first. Show me what the map looks like. Show me what the overworld looks like, right? Reach in the bush and get it? Cool. Like, this is great. It's a flowchart of what happens. And then there's a monster that comes out. Okay, great. Not telling me about the skills. Not telling me about anything over there. Like, so it looks like you have a 3-hit combo. Are there more combos? Like, can you press different buttons in different directions to do side swipes, vertical swipes, diagonal swipes, thrusts? Is there anything like that? Or is it the same 3-hit combo every single time? What do the combos chain into the skills? Right? Like, I saw her do like a spin slash. Didn't mention it once about what it is, and does it have elemental magic imbued in it? Like, what's the deal? Like, I'm very, oh my gosh, I didn't need this in this morning. I didn't need this. So, like, forgive me, but like, this is my feedback on, okay, and here we go, we're gonna be fishing, right? Literally fishing took an hour of in-game time, and they're just like, oh, nothing's biting today. Tell me more about fishing. Tell me the mechanics of fishing. What happens, right? Is it a timing-based thing? Do you rotate the control stick? Why would you spend an hour of your time fishing for one thing? Instead of like chuckling back and forth over here, explain this concept to me. Like, what's the deal? Can you get a golden fish? Is this one of your absolute best ways of making money in the game? So that's why it takes so long, right? Like, explain, man. Explain, please. You have an audience. Oh, cool, I really like the artwork. No, I don't care if you like the artwork. Tell me about that fish, right? Is that a common fish? Is it a rare fish? Are there rare fishes over here that we're gonna have to find? Tell me more. Oh my God, help me. And here's your house. Oh, your house looks so pretty. Thanks. No. Tell me what's the concept of this house. What do you do? Can you customize the bed? Can you change up the fireplace? Can you change the wallpaper? Can you add furniture? No. Don't tell me your house looks so pretty. Oh, thanks. No, man. Ugh. And dude didn't even chime in to explain that. Oh my gosh, I love this, man. Oh, so nice of them to let me stay there. What are you talking about? No, explain this to me. All right, so this is kind of interesting. So she's going over here and she's using the hoe in order to, make the ground, farmable. Tell me more about that. Does the hoe have a certain amount of, durability? Does your character lose a lot of stamina every time they use the hoe in order to do that? Like in Harvest Moon games, right? Tell me more about that. Instead of like, oh, I think I'm going to put lettuce over here. Oh, I think I'm going to put some carobs over here. Oh, man, that's crazy. It's out of order. Like, no. What about the rocks over there? Can you say, hey, eventually you'll be able to get a pickaxe, and then you can break those rocks and further expand your capacity for all of this stuff over here? What is the shipping box versus the backpack, man? I think they did explain a little bit, like, okay, anything in the shipping box you're selling. Give me the example of why you'd want to sell absolutely everything versus what you want to keep. How do you know this? She just sold the fur. Or maybe she put it in storage or something like that. No, she sold the fur. I thought fur was a crafting material. You're confusing me. You're not explaining this. You're just like, oh, I'm just going to put this over here and we're going to do this. And I'm completely oblivious to the concept of move all by pressing the Y button. Like, you're not teaching me anything about what you want to keep and what you want to sell. So do better. And then we're going to go into the house over here. Oh, your house looks so cute. Yeah, I know. It looks great. Look, here's the crafting table. Okay, tell me about this, right? Tell me about what all of this stuff is. Yeah, you mentioned earlier that you can craft a return belt. That's great. But tell me what other things. What is this material? How often do you get it? What is this? A 2 and an 8 Tell me about these different tabs that you go over here. Tell me about other crafting recipes that you can craft in the game. You're just telling me you're going to craft a return bell. Look, I get it. You don't want to spoil the entire game, but give me more concept about this. Like, at the beginning, they're like, oh, what's your favorite thing? Oh, I like the battling. You don't like all the crafting, he says? Like there's something really good about crafting, but yet you come over here and you don't explain jack about the crafting. So, like, what are you doing? Here we go. We're going to craft the return bell. Okay, great. Now expand on that. Tell me more. While she's crafting the return bell, this dude over here, instead of looking at them and saying, oh, yeah, you crafted a return bell. No. Say, hey, in the future, after chapter 2, you're going to be able to craft weapons, armor, a stronger pickaxe, a better watering can. This is like, so what's the customization over here? All of us are Animal Crossing fans, right? So we want something to fill in that gap, like Harvest Moon, Rune Factory. We want that stuff. What's customizable over here? Why are there 2 beds? Whose house is this? Give us some more meat. What is this? Oh, the house looks really good. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky they let me stay here. Ooh, can you put something on the wall? Can you change up the flooring? Use bed? Okay, it's 9 o'clock. What happens after 9 o'clock? Do you automatically go to bed? It stops the game? Like, what's the deal with this, all right? You didn't even go into that there's a physical and magical split in your stats of the game. Wow, you could easily say, oh yeah, you'll notice over here that upon leveling up, we got 41 HP, and then all of our stats got +1. See, there's a difference between physical attack and magical attacks in the game. As you saw, when I did one of my skills, it had a fire imbue to it. So that means that you're going to use that element in order to attack and do weak spot exploitation on certain enemies. And you can see over here that we also have a physical and magical defense as well. So you got to keep an eye on that. Be mindful of what kind of characters you're going to battle, and maybe they're going to be magical, maybe they're going to be physical based. So it's up to you to make sure that your stats are augmented exactly like that so that you're ready to go. Like, that took me 10 seconds to say, and then they're just over here saying, yeah, I leveled up. Cool. All right, great. Yup. This is it. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, so maybe my stuff. Oh, look at all this money I'm getting over here, right? So they're saying, like, okay, this is good and all, but like, tell me more, right? Like, why would I want to do this? Give me some optimization stats. Like something along the lines of like, oh yeah, I remember when I battled that one enemy and he dropped fur. Yeah, fur's like 100 gorilla per piece. That's actually one of the best ways in order to get a lot of money. Since you can't do anything with fur at the crafting table, that is going to be one of the best ways that you can get money. And remember that golden egg salmon? Yeah, that thing sold for 70 bucks. As you can tell over here, it was really not worth me spending an hour of my time going fishing in that one spot. So I'm going to have to keep in mind that salmon isn't worth it. But that cucumber, though, you know that one bush that's over here in my one spot? Yeah, every time I harvest that, one of those cucumbers is worth 200. So you got to make sure that you maximize your space and get those seeds so that you can make so much more money, right? Like, so give me the strategies, give me the tips of like how you do this other than, oh wow, all the stuff that we sold made us a lot of money. Great. Cool, what are we gonna do with it? Maybe we should go shopping. Like, no, explain. Explain the game. This is your first impression, man. Ugh. And then you see how this dead space over here? They're just giggling back and forth. This is a time where you explain the game, right? So what happens at 6 a.m.? Tell us that you wake up at 6 a.m. and the stores open up at 8:30, right? Give us the idea of saying, oh yeah, you know what? Hey, every single day you wake up at 6 a.m. and that gives you a great amount of time to go through and harvest all of your plants that you did the night before. All you have to do is head on over there, pay attention to the cursor over here, and then do your best to press the A button. Is there a faster way to harvest in the game? I don't know. I want to know that. If there's not, then you let us know. Hey, heads up. Like, you have to go through and harvest every single square. So going through with this is going to be something that will be beneficial if you learn exactly how to do this. And you set up your squares in a way that you can maximize that so that you can absolutely get everything by the time 8 o'clock comes around over here. Like, she's pretty proficient with watering. Like, she knows how to play the game. But, like, you need a team of 2 other people that are going to be explaining these concepts. If girl's on the controller over here, sometimes it's hard for people to play and explain at the exact same time. That's why you had 3 casters. The other 2 are just chuckling, and dude kind of came in and do that. Like, please help me. Please help me with that. So yeah, over here, great. So now you're just gonna build more stuff, and like I've seen this before, right? You've already shown this, and you're wasting time, right? You've already shown what it looks like in order to water and plant seeds. You've already shown that, so don't do it. Like honestly, what you need to do is you need to do a dry run of how you're gonna practice your time allotment. You're gonna be in the entire audience of over hundreds of thousands of people, not only live, but VOD afterwards. People are going to watch this afterwards. You need to practice this run multiple times and say, hey, you know what? We only have a 30-minute block. Let's do the first 5 minutes of this, second 5 minutes of this, and make sure we cover our bases so that we sell this game for people that they really, really know what they're getting into and they're looking forward to it. This was just a bunch of people just like laughing and giggling half the time. Like I didn't understand. Tell me about the town, right? Yo, they just glazed over this town. They said, all right, you know, here's some stuff that you can take a look at. It looks beautiful. Look at the landscape. Look at the music. The music sounds great. Oh, you got a fast travel thing over here. Like, okay, great. You're going to go into the store. Tell me more about what's in the store over here, right? Oh, here's the store. We're going to talk to them. They open up at 8. Go through the thing. Yo, she's just like, no, I'm just going to buy these rings. Like, no, what happened in the first screen? Like, what can you buy? I'm just going to buy 2 rings over here. Oh, I got so much money. Like, why are you buying these rings when, in fact, the thing that you really want and you can showcase is all of these other crops, right? Dude, stop. Like, explain this to me. I'm so upset, dude. Oh, and there's the other person. We're just going to walk on out. That backpack looks cool. Like, no. Stop. Explain this to me. Yo, cucumbers? Remember, we said earlier, each cucumber starts at $200 to sell. This is such a big investment. What's a Grouply grape sapling? What's a princess chestnut sapling for 2,000? You have like 5,000 over here. Tell me. Oh my gosh, man. I love this. I love this so much. I love this. Tell me more. You could buy seeds. Great. You can also get seeds from enemy drops. Awesome. Great. So then tell me, oh yeah, you know, these uni onion seeds and carrot seeds and grass seeds, like that's honestly something that you probably shouldn't waste your time on. But the really rare drops are these saplings, as you can see over here, they're about 2,000, but it takes about 3 days to harvest them. And once you harvest them, each of those grapes can sell for about 500 a piece. Yeah, that's going to be making us so much more money, right? Oh, and then one of the things that you should really do is once you're starting to make more money with all these planting and seeds and everything like that, save up for 10,000 because the expanded backpack is going to be so much more important because you can hold a lot more items. That is going to be your number one imperative thing, right? Instead of saying that, we're just like, I'm just going to go get 2 rings. And like, dude didn't even need the rings. Like, oh, here's this person. She's probably going to be doing some shopping. I don't care about that. Everything you say needs to matter, man. Don't. I'm gonna shake you. You should have seen my face every time. Every time she nervous laughed. Like, stop nervous laughing. Have some confidence. Talk about the game. And if you're not able to do so, then have your casters do it. This part just boggled my mind. She hasn't even gone into the menu once. This entire presentation. What is this? What's a diary? What are quests? You didn't even talk about this, man. What's memo? What is? Are you able to type things like, "Hey, this is my routine in the morning"? What is it? You're in chapter 2, Omen, and like audience members are out here picking up the pieces. You have not given this presentation of what it deserves. All right, so what's this? Backpack. Okay, great, cool. That's like this is your the size of your backpack. Getting that level 3 backpack probably gives you like what? 8 more spots? 16 more spots? I don't know. What's a valuable? Hold on. Talk to me about the UI and the menu. What is this? We picked up a Canelu doll in the overworld in one of those chests. Like, hey, remember that Canelu doll that we caught? Like, scroll down over here, you can see exactly what it is and what it does. Like, this is the spot of your menu that shows all your valuables that you can't necessarily sell. Dude, it takes 2 seconds, man. Party? Okay, cool. Like, I didn't even know who the main character was until I saw her name show up in the dialogue. They kept on referring to her as Ein. And I'm like, dude, who's Ein? Yo, if you told me this at the beginning and you did your job of really explaining what the game is all about, you start off as Ayn, this character who's lost her memory. And, you know, she's going to start off as a fighter, but later on, you can have access to so many different classes, such as mage, such as healer, such as lunamancer, such as this. Like, really give me the attention-getting device. But that wasn't there. And I'm like, who's Ayn? Right? Like, I didn't even know that. What is this? What's Pro Shades level 2? Didn't even mention what kind of weapon we're doing over here. Like, please help me. Simple magic swordsman ring? What are these select job and equipments? There's 3 little squares over here. So you have 3 jobs or like 3 equipments that you can use? Why don't you explain that to me? You can say, oh yeah, as a fighter, I can equip this regular sword over here, which is called the Pro Shades. With the other 2 slots, you can fill it up with X, Y, and Z. Like, tell me that. And every single character can equip 2 different equipables. And you can see over here that the default equip that I have right now is going to be the simple magic swords ring. It really only gives me +3 on attack, but since I just bought this fireproof ring, if there's going to be someone that's going to be attacking me with fire, I can resist that by 10%. And if I really wanted to boost my defense versus my attack, I just bought this simple defense ring, which will definitely help me out in battle and saving all of that stuff. You see how I explained that? And she's just like, I'm just going to put this on. I think this will help. I think this is good. Yeah, and that's it. What about Dianthus? Can I equip stuff on him? We have 3 rings over here. Can I give one to him over there? What is his Lunamancer? What's that? What is this? How many party members are you going to get? Later on in the game, as you progress through the story, you're going to get a lot more party members, up to 4 at a time. And they're going to have so many different classes. We're not going to spoil exactly what they are, but you could definitely look forward to it in the future. What? Dude? Actual what? I'm so, like, this is feedback. Like, I'm not being rude. I'm being honest about what I missed during this presentation. I don't understand. How do you mess this up? Did you not do a dry run through? Did not the execs at Treehouse or Square-Enix say, hey, you guys did a great job with your run through, but you guys missed out on really explaining X, Y, and Z. So take it back to the drawing board and really come back with me on this dry run and tell me how you're going to present this. This is all pre-recorded. It's not live. It's all pre-recorded, so what they can do is easily go through and edit some stuff in, right? Edit some voiceovers. Edit some other things over here. It didn't have to be a one run and done. Here we go. Eat a sandwich. Oh no, don't eat 2. Oh man, she ate 2. Great. Like, tell me about the stomach meter. What is the deal with that, right? You're still doing these 3-hit attacks. What's a crescent slash? Like, tell me more about that. Is that exclusive to the fighter class? Like, what's going on, man? A level 2 goblin, here we go. The same 3-hit combo. Hey, I don't know if you guys noticed, but every single one of my attacks does an area of effect. So, if you rotate the camera this way, and then swipe through the guys, you can hit both of them with your 3-hit combo. And if you have your arts already charged up, if you take in the lower right-hand corner, and you press the ZR button, you can do those arts and attack more enemies than at once. Like, you see how I just explained that and you got so much value out of it? Other than, ha 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 ha, I like beating up these enemies, ha 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 ha, like, oh, that was a good hit, great shot, oh, you made quick work of them. Like, no, like, explain it. Ugh, I took the long way around. Yeah, you did take the long way around. You were talking about how these ladders are so important for you to go through and backtrack, yet you didn't even use one to go through and show exactly how important that is and how much of a time save that would be, right? Like, you did that at least 2 times. You fixed 2 ladders and you fixed the bridge. But then you're like, I took the long way around. Oops, I forgot. Like, no. Say, oh yeah, remember that ladder that we spent an hour repairing in the previous day? Yeah, it's right over here. And as you can see, zooming into the map, yeah, we're going to cut off all of this entire area and we're just going to be able to shift through here, saving about an hour's worth of time. So it's very imperative that you do that. Give me a visual of why I'd want to do that. So this is the age-old thing of, I know what's going to happen, but I'm going to act like I don't know what's going to happen. Like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen over here? So you choose a lane, dude. You pick a lane. You either are completely oblivious and you're acting it, or you know what's going on and you can paraphrase it. They were like somewhere veering in the middle. So like, yeah, they were paraphrasing, which is fine, right? It's like, oh, here's this unicorn. Oh man, he looks pretty, what did he say? Like, he looks pretty fly. Like, no, dude. Tell me more about this unicorn. Give me a little bit more lore on what he does while you're explaining everything over here. Sure, I get that you don't want to reveal that he's the mysterious father of the main character, and that's what you're going to figure out at the end of the game. Like, no, don't tell me that, but tell me, like, more. Like, yeah, the horned creature, yeah, this guy's, you can see over here that he's kind of, like, hesitant to actually help you out. He's trying to test to see if you're worthy of him, and he's going to be a character that's going to be showing up a lot within the game, and he'll definitely help you out. So in this scene over here, Dianthus and Ein are really trying to earn his trust, and so they have to really figure out how they're going to do that. And you can see over here that we're going to eventually test our metal against the this horned creature right over here. So, like, if you paraphrase that, that's going to be a lot better than, like, chuckling, ha ha ha, I like his dialogue, he's so funny. He's not funny. He made, like, maybe one text line. And then you can see over here, like, they're just like, oh, I've never beaten a unicorn before. I've never battled a unicorn. Like, no. Tell me about his attacks. All right, so as you can see over here, this unicorn is going to do a melee attack. It looks like he's going to do a hind leg kick, and if you're in that area of effect, he's going to push you back. And then also, you'll notice that he just did that to Dianthus right over here. So what I need to do is really just dip in, do my quick combo, and dip out. This move right over here, it's a weird area of effect, but if you keep on running, you'll be able to outrun the little red area, and then you won't be hit by it. So now what we have to really do is just weave in and out, do some 3-hit combos, and hope and pray that Dianthus does a really good job too with helping me out with that. And as you can see over here, I tried the Crescent Slash, but I got hit by that melee attack, and it allowed me to miss that one. But just like that, we were able to beat him, super easy strategies, and boom, done. Like, that's it, right? And I understand if Girl is doing the battling, then the other two need to come in and be like, yo, you do the battle, I got this. I'll take care of narration. I'll take care of commentary, right? Like, because obviously it's way too hard for her to do both, right? It's a skill. Like, I've been doing it for 10 years. Like, I'm okay at it. But, like, for someone who's just like, hey, who wants to do the Harvestella presentation? Looks around the room. No one raises their hand. Do we have any volunteers that really want to do this? Looks around the room, crickets. Okay, so fine. If you guys aren't going to volunteer, then I'm going to pick 3 of you. Still crickets. All right, fine. You, and you. All right, make it happen. Right? Like, that's kind of what I feel what happened there. But anyway, so now they're going through and they're paraphrasing exactly what's going on over here. They're laughing at every other joke, which is clearly not a joke. But this is the time to really go through and, like, explain what the story is. Explain a little bit more about the lore. Explain about Dianthus. Tell me about this character. Tell me more. You don't have to, like, wait till the text box pops up and then, like, paraphrase read it. Like, keep on telling me about this game. And now is this unicorn going to be your partner throughout the game? Is this a character that will maybe show up once in a while? What else does the character do? Of course, keeping in mind you don't want to spoil things, so you have to find out what the allotment and what you can and can't talk about is. Like, that was it. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand this, man. I'm getting heated. But, like, this is all for feedback, man. Like, there's a right way to do things, and then there's a wrong way to do things. So I hope it's just a learning experience for all of them and the production team on board, because, like, Splatoon 3 did amazing. Like, Dimitri's was that glue, right? When his 2 casters started veering off, like, he would reel them in, right? Like, Dutch kept on veering off, and he's like, oh, I just want to splat these things over and over. I want to beat up these targets a million times. Dimitri's like, reel them in. Is like, hey, why don't you show me exactly what happened? Show the audience exactly this. Show the audience what that is. Show the audience this, right? Like, that was flawless. This over here, people didn't want to do it, right? Rusty Metal. What is Rusty Metal for? Oh, yeah, I picked up some Rusty Metal. Oh, I really like Rusty Metal because a little bit later on in the game, we can craft this really strong sword, and I'm going to need at least 20 Rusty Metal for it. So it's very imperative to keep your eyes out for all these different treasures, right? Here's the bridge. Can you fix this bridge? Like, yeah, of course. Great, cool, thank you. Repair kit. So this was good. Like, dude actually chimed in and said, hey, you know, this is really smart because you want to be, before you go out on an adventure, you want to be able to craft a couple repair kits and start doing that before you go out, because you never know when you're going to need them. So, like, that's exactly it, right? Like, dude did his job right there. Like, because she wasn't going to say that. She was going to be like, all right, well, I'm going to wait a minute and I'm going to go repair and I'm going to cross, right? Like, that's fine. Right over here was interesting, right? So I saw this and I'm like, I'm really eye rolling at this point, because they're like, they're paraphrasing, but they're not explaining general concepts. Sure, you and I, we've played RPG games before. We know the difference between magic and physical attack, but you know what? You still have to explain it, right? Like how Dimitri's and the Splatoon team explained what Splatoon is by being an inkling kid or like a squid and going into the water and jumping out and shooting sprays, because we've all played it before, but you're still covering bases. This over here, they're just reading the text instead of going into, hey, you're going to come across some enemies that your physical attacks really aren't going to do much for. But now we've got this unicorn character that we've seen previously. Now they're going to teach you, he's going to teach us a class change that we can use magic in order to beat all of these upcoming enemies. And then, like, this is obviously a boring cutscene. And they're just like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to do that? Ha ha ha. Like, this game is so funny. He's the funniest character. Like, he's not. He's blunt, and that's it. So now take a time to explain that, right? Like, explain to me. Ein, right? Like, so when he's referring to her as Ein, I'm like, oh, is that the name of the main character? Oh, okay. That's great. Cool. So, like, yeah, go through it. And then, like, dude, she just, like, all right, I'm going to change into this thing. I'm going to beat this thing in 2 seconds, right? So you got the mage class, right? So now she's like laughing, yay, I got the mage class. No, don't laugh. Explain what it is, what it does, what it can't do from the fighter class, and what it can do from the fighter class, right? Like, tell me more. Like, oh yeah, guys, dude, this mage class is so awesome. You'll see over here that this upcoming enemy, it really, really deflects all kinds of physical attacks. But all I have to do is really just attack him on the magic side, and he's going to get trashed. So you can keep on scrolling through this dialogue while you're talking about that. And then you could have the other casters chime in and say, oh yeah, I absolutely love the mage class because of the electricity attacks. Other caster can chime in and say, oh yeah, it's really good. So they just went over here and did like a lot of stuff. They didn't explain this at all. Like, where are you going? How did you just do that on the fly? So she's like, she did explain, like, okay, once you're next to a monolith or right now, you can change your classes, which is great. But again, she like doesn't explain what's going on. Like, okay, over here, we've got a level 4 crawler. I'm going to press the ZR button and use my electrical skill in order to do massive damage right over there. But what else can you do as a mage? Can you attack with your stick? Can you heal? Like, there is no other like explanation other than I pressed ZR twice and defeated the boss. Oh man, you did it. You did a good job. All right, well, like, this guy, the only thing he's doing is keeping time of how much time we actually have left. And production's probably in his ear saying, yo, wrap it up, man. We got to go. So it's like, all right, well, yeah, I think it's a great time. I'm going to use my little warp bell to go home. And that's Harvestella. I hope you guys learned everything you wanted to know about it. Oh my gosh, help me. Help me. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, before we go, I think I want to grab a plant really quick. Like, I think we got a couple more. No, that was it. Oh my gosh, you three, why? Okay, dude, I'm done. My bandwidth is, I'm spent. Okay, so what I did right there was more along the lines of giving like positive feedback of what a presentation should be, especially if you're out here to 15,000 people live watching this game that's piggybacking off of one of Nintendo's biggest hits of the year. You got lucky that Nintendo agreed to give you that screen time. So the team at Square-Enix needs to really focus on who they're picking and actually review how they're going to present the facts. You had the opportunity to go through and make edits on everything, and if you're the production designer on Square-Enix and you watch that entire presentation and you feel they didn't do a good job, tell them and make them redo it and give them actual notes. It's like a play. It's like a musical, right? If you're the director and you're seeing that these actors aren't really doing a good job of selling your game, and then they went in to show the guy that's like really excited about his music, which is great. They didn't proofread the subtitles in English, but like those are the things that are, you know, imperative in production. Am I am I wrong? Gosh help me. All right, well, I'm gonna go hit the gym, and I'm gonna really pump some weights to get this off of my chest. But I was glad that I can, you know, be honest with you guys about things. You guys are a great community. I love it. You guys know I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things, but I'm tactful in it too. I'm not ragging on them by any means. I'm telling them exactly what I would have expected, especially with the Splatoon 3. How Splatoon 3 was perfect, man. Like, it wasn't perfect. There were some things, right? Like, girl fell off twice. That's fine, right? That's showcasing, hey, you know what? You can be new to the game and still have a fun time and laugh at it, right? And then you have two other, like, experts at the game that are just like, all right, cool, keep it up, right? So that was fine. It was great. And then, like, they did a really good job of explaining the basics for people who have been living under a rock and have never heard of Splatoon before. That's exactly what you want to do, right? It's fine, right? I talk to you guys sometimes. You guys have played Pokemon a million times, but still, I simplify things so that you guys understand it and it's more accessible to people, because that's what really resonates, right? Regardless of if you're an expert. It's just what it is. So, yeah, Splatoon 3, and like I said earlier, Demetrius, perfect. He did flawlessly, man. Like, he was the leader of the bunch. He was like showcasing, all right, now we're gonna go do this. I'm gonna give the controller over to you. You may not be really good at explaining and playing at the exact same time, but I'm gonna cover your back. I got your back, and if you forget or neglect to talk about things on our bullet point list of level 1 and the Splatanas or whatever, like, I'm gonna chime in and I'm gonna cover you. Right? Like, that was chef's kiss. Love that so much. And then it's like, all right, well, we're gonna go over here to the next level, and we're gonna go over here to this, and I'm gonna show you this. We're gonna break this up into segments. Our first segment is gonna be story mode. We're gonna talk about story mode. Then we're gonna talk about multiplayer. We're really gonna break it down to the fundamentals without giving too much away, right? Because obviously you want to keep for spoilers. So it was amazing, right? Like, it was great pacing. It was great glue that came together. And they just did a great job. And then you have these three on Harvestella just jumping into the game. I'm like, yo, dude, what are you talking about? Like, run the trailer again. What is this game? What's the point? When's the release date? Like, what's... God, help me. Help me. All right. Anyway, so, yeah, that's just my feedback. So, if you're watching, Square-Enix team, I mean no disrespect. It's just like, I want you to do better. Because I actually, when I first saw the trailer, I thought the game's gonna be great. I'm like, this is a game that's Animal Crossing, it's like Xenoblade, Rune Factory, Harvest Moon, it encompasses everything. And everything that Square-Enix does is absolutely amazing, right? 100%. Everything that they do. They're the best at all the RPGs that come out there. So that being said, like, yo, you need a team that's going to be spearheading that and like really cheerleading what a cool game this is, especially because you see the dip of like everyone watching Splatoon, and then it's just like Harvestella, they're just like, hey everyone, we're gonna play Harvestella, we're gonna jump into chapter 2. Like, what are you talking about? What is this game? I just came off of Splatoon 2. You got to give me an attention getting device. Show me how cool this game is with some really flashy cutscenes. Like, you need to figure that out from a production standpoint. What's the attention getting device? What are you going to be doing in your next 30-minute presentation? Really map it out and then go through and deliver, right? They're just like, all right, well, we're just gonna play the game, man. We're doing this unscripted. Let's just go. All right, cool. Ha 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 ha. Laughing, nervous laughing. Nervous laughing continues. Like, ugh, all right, I'm done. I'm digging myself a hole over here. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Harvestella, am I going to play the game? I'll probably do a 1-hour preview. You know me. I don't have the bandwidth for 100-hour RPGs, but I do love playing them off screen. Are we going to play Splatoon 3? Absolutely. We're going to have a great time with it. And I cannot wait to try out all the different weapons, and I can't wait to see you guys on September 9th when we play that. I'll also be at PAX West, so I'll be getting some exclusive gameplay footage over there of hopefully the story mode. So yeah, just really really, really excited. PAX West, they're going to have like the Invitational and all those fun things. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I know it's got to be with Splatoon because that's like the game that's going to happen there. So, all right. Anyway, rock, paper, or scissors? I don't know yet. You tell me what team you want me to be on so that we can squad up together. I want to be on the team with the least popular team, right? Because as we've learned from Splatfest in the past, if you're on the most popular team, you're going to end up playing with your other teammates because there's not enough teammates on the opposite one, not enough opponents. So I think rock is the most popular, just judging based off of what I'm thinking. And I think scissors is second most popular. So that being said, I just might pick paper because paper's lame. Paper, really? Paper is going to beat rock? No way. The rock literally penetrates through paper. Like, forget about it. We're not going to go into that argument, but I'll most likely join team paper because that's it. Yeah. And then what is Big Man a champion? Like, I like him versus Shiver and what's her name. So we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to go eat some lunch, and I'm going to go hit the gym and really just, like, blow off some steam after that. I am so... You should have seen my face during that entire presentation. I was reading your comments, man. And you guys are like, dude, this man is asleep at this presentation. Yeah, because there was zero energy. The casting crew didn't have the energy, right? You need good energy in those things, man. And not incessant nervous laughter every time. It's not a comedy. Like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. I'm so good. Oh, anyway, you guys are the best. I think I'm going to stream a game today. I don't know if there's something with the, what is it? I don't think there's anything going on with the demo, the Splatfest demo. I don't think you could play. I used all of their energy today in the way that I'm giving them feedback on how to properly make a presentation. Like, help me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy those. They weren't hot takes. They weren't hot takes. It was like, yo, this is what you need to do. Who supervised this? It's like I get... Anyway, no more. I'm done talking about it. Harvestella, coming to Nintendo Switch very soon. I hope that presentation sold you on it. Trust me, it's gonna be a good game. Oh, I'm bad. No. All seriousness, I like the game. I think it's gonna be cool. It looks great. I'm gonna hold my reservations on other things. All right. I'm gonna bite my tongue a little bit more. The casters did a great job. Good job. To the Splatoon 3 casters, they did amazing. I thought flawless work. Good work, everyone on that team. Yeah. Yep. And that's it. Have a great rest of your day, folks. Join me a little bit later on today. I think we're going to jump into this game. If there's nothing happening with Splatoon 3, I just want to knock out Sports Mix really quick before Splatoon happens. So this game is really good. And trust me, I'll go through and I'll explain exactly how to play the game with you. I'll explain that Mario's here, and your favorite character, Waluigi's here. And believe it or not, this game is made by Square-Enix. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. This game is made by Square-Enix. This is a good game. If there's any good sports game on Nintendo, it's Mario Sports Mix. Brought to you by an 11-year-old game. Anyway, so yeah, if we're gonna be playing some game, we're probably gonna stream this one, unless Splatoon 3, there's something you could do in it. I booted up the demo. You can take a look at all of the different character customization on it, but you can just walk around an empty square, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, unless they change that, please let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna be playing this in the afternoon until the end of the night, and I am excited for this game. Square-Enix, man, love you to death. Let me cast for you. I will absolutely cast. I'll do my homework. I'll make sure that I don't nervously laugh, and I'll be the leader at the helm in order to make sure that we check all the bullet points of what we're going to be talking about. Trust me, I'll do it. I'll do it for free. Come on, let's go. Let's talk. Your people can talk to my people. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys later, and let me know what you guys thought about Harvestella and Splatoon 3. Like I said earlier, this Saturday we're going to be playing the Splatfest a little bit later on in the evening, towards the tail end of it, because Pokemon Go Fest is here. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Take care.